another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your host, Q, the Energy Sage. And so, Tangential Thoughts is oh man, it's a red card. And just because it's right there, I gotta, it's right there. Let me see how close I can get to it. It's really coming this close. Please. Okay. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Where'd it go? Okay, it flew off into the trees. Darn it. Let's run it back. One more time. But it was like I for sure just saw it part of me. That is so cool. Alright. Let's get it set up right. Okay. And let's run it back one more time. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a really good mood, as you can tell. I'm gonna take my time and just move and pull the energy that's present and available. So, welcome to another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your host, Q, the Energy Sage. And so, if you are a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for your continued love and support. If you are a new viewer, then I would say consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and going throughout the channel because it's a lot of content and I'm doing my best to sort out as much of the videos as I possibly can. But check out the playlist and you might find something that you're interested in, or you may take interest in something new. And so definitely take some time up to the channel, leave some likes, some comments, some positivity, just sharing some abundance. I definitely appreciate it. And so, as always, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. It's filled with quotes that I heard in conversation or some quotes that you've heard before as well, and then my response to the quotes. And then it also gives you a chance to journal. If this resonates with you, you can get them down there. Or if you just want to write down your own thoughts, your own ideas, and you just don't have a space where you are, you know what I'm saying, having those conversations with your heart, having those conversations with God, and putting that out, and putting those manifestations down, this is an investment to do so. And the goal is that one day we come in contact with each other and we're able to document our experience. So yesterday, I met Mr. AG, let him know. He was outside cooking on the grill, and I took a Polaroid picture of him. I taped that into the book, and I said, yo, can you sign my book? And he signed my book. And so I got two Polaroids of him. I got one with him cooking on the grill, and I got another of him holding my snake Nagini. And so hopefully that's the manifestation, that's the goal, is that we can come together and we can capture our experience, take some Polaroids, and document and journal our day. And so that's what the book is. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing now. You know what I'm saying? Being able to capture the moment, get some Polaroids. I sign your copy of the book. You sign my author copy of the book. And we just get some little tidbits, some little trinkets, some ways to scrapbook and evidence of our experience and our encounter. So that's something that we can always look back on and reflect. It's like, man, I had a time. It was a great experience. And that's something that we can always, that's a way we can capture our memory together in our experience. So again, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon. And that's the journal portion. The show, we like to read the energy present and available around us. So I'm going to jump into the tarot portion of this and see what energies are present and available that we may need to be aware of, and how we can best navigate this experience. Alright, so best navigate it. There is a church. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I switched parks and I really like the atmosphere over here. It's open. All of the amenities work, the chargers, the outlets, and water and everything, and the dog park. And so me and Bailee played fetch this morning. Yeah, messing a couple dogs and whatnot. And now we're here. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay. Starting with the Archeo deck. The Archeo deck are archetypes, parts of yourself, versions of you that will best serve you for today. So let's jump out and let's see which parts of ourselves will best serve us today as we navigate through this beautiful sea of life. Which part of us will best serve us today as we navigate through the day? What energy should we embody? So first card we have is the demon. Something to be aware of. Those addictions, those vices, things that can, you know what I'm saying, and essentially be a weakness for you. Because life will definitely bring it to you. And if you need to have some discernment about, okay, how much of myself am I going to give to this addiction, to this weakness? Or is there a way that you can overcome it? And saying, you know what, I'm going to limit myself, I'm going to limit access to this, and just completely, you know what I'm saying, spin it and to do something different. And the reason I always talk about that is in the sense of, let's say your thing is drinking, for instance. When you see it and it's available and it's a present to you, and it's like that, it makes you want to move. It makes you want to get up, grab a cup, pour up, sit down, drink, stand up. It makes you want to get up, right? It makes you want to move, makes you want to do stuff. And it's like, all of a sudden, because of that, you have this newfound energy to take action. And so what I like to say is like, what if you take that same energy, because whatever it was, whether you a happy, sad, mad, whatever, you now saw something that made you want to take action. And it's like using that energy to go be creative or create something. And it can be a little bit, oh, there's two now. There's two cardinals. There's two red cardinals. Now I want to get up and go. I want to get up and go chase them. All right. So, but it's using that energy to be creative. And so if you can kind of sit with the energy, it can be very helpful. Because it's like, all right, I would want to go drink right now, but I'm going to use this energy and think, okay, what can I create? What can I do with this energy that I have here? And just sit with it, and eventually it'll come to you. So first card coming out is the demon. Like I told other people today, you've never seen a demon in your life. You wouldn't know what a demon looked like if it walked up on you. But there are certain addictions that you do have. There are certain things there are certain vices that you have and weaknesses that you have. Those are real demons. Next card we have is the dreamer. The dreamer is a card of following your inspiration and following your intuitions and doing it day in and day out, day in and day out, all the time. If you look at those here, he has his eyes open, wide-eyed, and it's like being so open, being so present in the moment, and saying, okay, man, right now I can do this. Right now I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Just following your heart's intuition and those nudges, like, all right, something's telling me to go read a book right now. And it's gonna sit with you and it's gonna write it, and it's like, just go do it. And then that at least that gets it off your intuition, and now it gives you your next piece of evidence, your next clue to go do. And then our last one here for us, the energy that we should be embodying is the wolf. The last one's the wolf. Now, with the wolf, and this is almost like a survival tactic type of thing. And so one thing I noticed, like as I embark on this journey here, with embodying like the wolf type of spirit, oh, the birds is coming up. So embodying that wolf spirit is on some, you move with intentionality. You move with so much more intentionality. It's like, why would I go move in this direction? Why am I going to say X, Y, and Z? There has to be a reason behind it. Has to be, you know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of, and it's for survival. And it's on some, I'm going to stay put. I'm going to stay in this area, this land right here. I'm just going to stay put right here for as long until something tells me to move, until I get an energy to go move somewhere else, until it's like, okay, I'm hungry. Because I'm hungry, I have to go move into this direction. I gotta go talk to this, you know what I'm saying? Or because I'm thirsty, I gotta go over here to go do this and the third. Or because I have to go do this, something for my life, survival tactic, that's what's gonna make me move. Other than that, I'm staying put. And I'm sitting here and just noticing what's going on around me and you know what I'm saying, picking up on those attractive energies. Because yesterday, I sat down, I was walking. I was about to make my ad, the one I just posted, I posted that short today. That was my ad that I was thinking about yesterday. But then when I went to sit down, and that's when I encountered Mr. AG, let him know. And I saw him grilling, and someone was like, I noticed he had a whole bunch of stuff on the table. And so at first I'm thinking like he cooking for a whole bunch of other people, and this and the third. I let a couple of seconds go by, I'm like, oh, he by himself. And I'm like, yo, oh, hey man, what you cooking on the grill, bro? You know what I'm saying? But that right there, he just gave me a whole bunch of inspiration and wisdom to take on a different path. And it's like, I have some other business ventures and ideas, and he doesn't even know, but the conversation having with him gave me some more energy about how I can bring my manifestation into life here. But it's like, I had to sit there, be present, and then noticing what was going on around me, take action. Because that led me to that gave me a nugget, that gave me a clue as to figure out, I got a manifestation sitting in my head, and he just gave me another clue about how to really bring it to life, and you know what I'm saying, on a much more budget and affordable scale. So that was awesome. And then the other thing with the wolf is that the wolf also does take care of its pack. You know what I'm saying? It makes sure that the strongest and the weakest are all going to eat. And so that's taking care of those around you. You're going to get yours. And one thing we're trying to get people to understand is that you don't have to step on somebody else's toes to get ahead. You don't gotta try to swindle your way ahead of somebody. You're on your own path, your own destination. And if you're looking left and looking right, you're getting distracted. You're not focused on what you should be doing. And now you're trying to tear somebody else's down. You're trying to tear somebody else down, and God already assigned an abundance to this person. And so it's like you're trying to play God. And it's like, let that go. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you got to do. Stay in your path, in your lane. You know what I'm saying? I forget where I was kind of going with that. But we got the wolf, we got the dreamer, and the demon. And so next 6 cards are going to be outside influences and external factors. We got the eccentric card. Now the eccentric card is this is a card of being weird. And it's okay to be weird. The guy asked me the other day, he's like, what's something that makes you embarrassed? And I couldn't tell him. I was like, I don't know. The reason why is because I don't focus on, it's people that you encounter every day, you'll never see them again. So why do you even care what they think or say? Like somebody could walk past you and they could look at you weird. You'll probably never see that person ever again. They'll probably never see you again. So why would you stop doing what you're doing or saying what you want to say? Who cares? You'll never see them again. And so this is a part of embracing your weirdness. And it's not about breaking the rules and the laws. It's just that they don't apply to you. Next, we got the green man. The green man is a card of being grounded and staying present within the present moment. And so that's like, even with me, every once in a while, I'll make sure I stop and pause. I heard that little chirp in the tree, you know what I'm saying? And it's being present of what the energy that's going on around you. I'm, again, encouraging people to take small efforts to be grounded. And you don't know, because you haven't done it, you don't know the effect it's going to have. You don't know how you're going to think. You don't know how you're going to feel because you haven't done it yet. But it's just saying, take 60 seconds of your day to put your feet in grass. Take some time, hug a tree. If you've never done it, just think like, you might, why am I hugging a tree right now? And like the first time I hugged a tree, I ended up hugging it longer than I expected to because I had never done it before. But it puts you in a different mental thought frequency and headspace. And especially if you're going through stuff, if you're going through things or anything is on your mind, if you want to get something off your mind, go put your feet in grass and just feel. Because now you're gonna be like, why does the grass either feel soft or crunchy, or you're gonna start digging it, putting your feet in the dirt and moving around. It's like it changes your energy and your frequency. Next card is the dreamer. No, not the dreamer. It's we had the dreamer. Now we got the awakener. I don't know if you ever watched The Wiz, how the lion was inside that stone statue, and then they came and got him up out of it. And so this is the card, I would say, if you snooze, you lose. You know what I'm saying? It's a card of taking action. There's life and movement, there's death and stagnation. And so taking time to, you know what I'm saying, wake up, take action, and move forward. And that's what I'm saying. When something comes to you, it doesn't matter what it is, take action on it. That's your heart, that's your mind, it's on your mind for a reason. And you're sad, you're sitting with regret because you're not following your intuition. If the shit tell you that you should work out, just go try it, go take a walk. You know what I'm saying? A 20-minute walk. If for anybody to say they don't have 20 minutes to themselves for the day, something's wrong with your life and how you're prioritizing your life and your day. If you don't got 20 minutes to go for a walk, and that's a mile, you know what I'm saying? Or at least close to it. Or it's stuff like that. If you can't take 60 seconds to go put your feet in grass, you don't got the time to do that, something's wrong with the way you're prioritizing your life. Next card here is the Moon Cat, another card of following your intuition. And if I look at this diagonal here, we got a diagonal now. On the diagonal, we got the Awakener, the Dreamer, and the Moon Cat. The Moon Cat, the story behind the Moon Cat is that the Moon Cat is allowed to go out at night. At night. Most people don't go out. They don't really spend time underneath the moon and underneath the stars, but the Moon Cat wanders all night and is able to come back in the morning. And so again, following those intuitive nudges and taking action on them, All right, 2 more cards. Grace is popping up here, and this is a card of natural, effortlessly moving and working with the energy. And next one, the Warrior. Now with the Warrior, I call it Mr. Invincible. You don't see his weapons here, but you do see the armor here. And this is a card of civility, and it's maintaining civility. And I ain't gonna come at you, but if you come at me, I'm gonna let you know what's up and what's going on. It's a card of protection. And so we got the wolf and that warrior there. The thing I guess to be aware of, because it came up in our energy, was that demon. So we just need to be aware of, because it came up with our Dreamer and the Wolf card. So I'm going to say our main advice is making sure we don't fall too prey to our just temper our passions. Sometimes we can get too passionate about certain things and go a little too far. And so as far as we're working with today, it is a creative time. Take action on our creative inspirations and making sure that just go far with it, but not too far. You know what I'm saying? Just because the demon is popping up here. It is popping up here. And this is what you be aware of. All right, let's move into the tarot portion. Let's move to the tarot portion. So, what is the advice for today? What is the advice for today? And what is the energy we should be aware of? What is the advice for today? What is the energy we should embody? And so, first card we have here for us is the demon. And so, let's see what this demon is about. Let's see, why is the demon card here? Rocking with it. It's a court card. Queen of Pentacles could represent a person, or it could represent, outside of gender, it's just the energy that needs to be embodied here. And so we see the Queen of Pentacles. We see that there's some abundance. This is earth energy. And we had the Green Man pop up. So being practical, being grounded, you know what I'm saying? And that's a slower moving energy, but we're focusing on an abundance here. You see, she just has this one pentacle here that she's focused on. And so I know today I'm linking up with I'm linking up with a friend, and the goal is to create a video or create a reel, and that's one thing I will be focusing on today. So we got this court card here. We also see the rabbit there, and that is also a sign of fertility and abundance. And so definitely I'm still loving this because it's still going with our dreamer and our demon here, and giving birth to our creative thoughts. All right, let's see, why is and then also, because we got the demon, and then we got this court card, and that's a card of temptation and vices, and so that's what I'm saying, also be aware of, especially like, because you can be attracted to somebody, and y'all can be in a very creative space. And it's just like you want to make sure that sometimes that you're being creative, and you're using, like I always say, using that energy that you have, that passionate, instead of being horny, it can be creative. And so we got the demon. This came out over top of that demon card. So just being aware of that. So next one is the dreamer. Next one is the dreamer. Next one's the dreamer. Why is the dreamer here? High priestess. High priestess is popping up. This is a card of hidden knowledge and truth. And so with that, sometimes it's just a little more studying. Sometimes it's a little more. Hey, next week, I know for sure that you, on the 18th, on Monday, are starting the new job. And so I want to make sure, I know I'm on the live, I will be on live for the rest of the week, but definitely for sure, I just want to make sure that that you have an awesome first day at the new job. And I can't wait to hear about it. But I want you to be able to go in there, and like I said, for the first 2 weeks, you be a workaholic. Whatever anybody says got going on, it's on the third, you put your head down, you getting to work, and you showing up and showing out. And so I know you starting on the 18th, and I'll be looking forward to that. So I just want to make sure I said that to you. The next time I thought about you the other day. I was like, yo, next time I see her, I need to make sure I let her know that I've been thinking about you, and I hope that you're going to have an awesome first day at the new job. So next card we have is the High Priestess here, and that's coming over top of our Dreamer card. And so even with that, I'm going to take it in a sense of, because it's a card of like learning. It's a card of learning as well, because you see that she has this book. She has that book in her hand, and not only that, the black and white pillar is a card of logic and intuition, and you need to mix the two so that you can create here. And it's coming over top of our Dreamer card. So that is good. I'm definitely going to keep that in my heart, in my headspace. Hey, yo, what's up? I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the energy in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do, please do. And I love the fact that you're being receptive of the energy and the advice. So that's good, that's good. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Loving the energy. What's up, Yara? All right, now we're gonna move to the wolf card. Why is the wolf card here? What's this wolf card about? All right, more pentacles, more earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this is the 10 of pentacles. 10 is 1 plus 0, that's 1, and that's a brand new beginning, brand new starts, and starting off, you know what I'm saying? Once the structure has been stripped away and tore down, and you build a much more solid foundation, and it's like building, when you find somebody that you can build with from a low moment, that's awesome. That is that right there, because it's plenty of people that's gonna come around when you know what I'm saying? You know what they say when it's like, you wasn't with me when I was shooting my free throws in the gym. You wasn't with me during practice. You wasn't with me when I was down there when I was taking these L's, when I was doing that in the third. But when you find somebody, and the Libra scales, justice and fairness right there. What we're receiving, this good karma that we're stepping into. You know what I'm saying? We've been going through so much, but now we're stepping into this good karma here. But to know when you build with somebody from a low moment, that's much more awesome. Because now it's like this person knows that, that y'all both know that we can't really offer each other much right now. All we have is each other. So now we're just building with each other, and we're building a solid foundation. And we know we're figuring this thing out together from the ground up. Because when you already at the top, everybody want to help when it's at the top, and it's easy at the top. It's easy to build at the top. But when you down bad, tough times don't last. Tough people do. And because it's easy for somebody to show up and be good and be nice to you when things are okay, but when things are bad, that's when a person's real character come out. A person's real character comes out when, it's tough right now. Watch how they move. See if they want to leave all of a sudden. See if they want to abandon all of a sudden. See if they even show up for you, if they can help you. When you down bad, that's when you're going to figure out, okay, this person is, is showing up right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's on some, I can't give nothing back to them. And they stepping up and showing up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like last night, I'm out there I was doing my dream manifestation that night. I'm cleaning up this on the third. Lady gonna walk behind me. Matter of fact, cause she get Bailee treats all the time. She said, "You want a burger?" I was like, "Yes, I do want a burger." She gave me burgers, fries, water, and was about to give me some more. And she's like, "You need some dog food?" And she like and I was like, and it just off the random, off the humble. And I was like, I'm so grateful and so blessed, and I was so happy. But it's like, and I had did another reading. And I'm not even sure if too many people tapped into the reading, but I was just doing it. Something told me to do it. I was just following my intuition, and I just sat there. I'm cleaning up. I was eating my noodles, and then she came up. You want a burger? Gave me 2 burgers, fries, and whatnot. And it was just like, it was awesome. And I just thanked her, and she ended up signing my book as well. And you know what she told me? And I wanted to make sure I share this as well. Her name is Cindy, but the people at the park call her Mama Cindy. She was like, she was homeless at one point, and all she had, this was the note she wrote to me. This is what she wrote in my book. And I had just ran out of Polaroids because I had took my last Polaroids up with him. And so I said, I'm gonna come back and take a Polaroid with you because I want you I'm gonna put it right here in the book. Matter of fact, I'll read it. She said, Q, I pray you always do well in life. You have a wonderful spirit, and you and Bailee touch my life in a very special way. Wishing you the best always. Love, Mama Cindy. Bless her. And all we did was just show up and start speaking to her, type of thing. And she run the concession stands, and that's just so awesome. But she blessed us with mad food, and she was like, "You need some dog food?" I'm like, we got something. Like, she was just trying to keep pouring into it. So I am so happy and grateful for that. And thinking about how to take a good relationship with all the people there. How to have a good relationship with all the people there. Oh, at the new job? Listen, that's what I'm sitting here telling you. They don't know you from Adam or Eve. They don't know you from a can of paint. So that's why it's best, since they don't know you, that they get to know your work. They get to know who you're showing up as, and so it's like, man, I don't know who she is, but she show up one time, she get to work, And she putting in, she's so productive. She clocking in this and the third, boom, boom. Like that's what they're gonna know from the outside looking in, and that's all anybody gonna be able to say. For the first few weeks that you there, that's all they gonna be fucking saying. Is like, yo, I need to go around her. They just want to be. They're gonna want to be around your energy. They're like, yo, she work hard. I need some of that energy right there. They like, yo, I gotta be around this person right here because of how you showing up. So I wouldn't even embrace your feminine energy in that sense, knowing that somebody's going to come up and talk to you, somebody's going to come engage with you because of your work, because of your work ethic, because of who you are, and just because you're there. So I would not focus on it at all. I would literally not focus on that part, because it's going to come to you. And the people, and because you might get to a point, matter of fact, something could happen and you'll probably get to a point where you might need help. And you're like, yo, I need to know how to do X, Y, and Z. You might be stuck at the fax machine or something. And somebody might come across you like, hey, I see you need help. What's going on? Boom, boom, boom. That, and then now you start to build a relationship off work because somebody sees that you're being productive and you're trying to help the company grow. And now they see, yo, this person's trying to help the company grow right now. They really working hard. They're trying to figure this out. And you want some stuff like, man, I'm trying to figure this out. I done did X, Y, and Z. I done did this and the third. And I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, boom. And they're like, okay, this is somebody who's working hard right now to help the company grow. And now you're attracting you're attracting more people and more like-minded energies around you. And so that's what I'm saying. Focus on your work. Just focus on your work, and then the relationships are going to build just like that. But the relationship's going to build just like that. And can't nobody say nothing. Can't no, like, you know what I'm saying? When I was because I was teaching, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to just spread. You don't like, it's just going to spread. Like the students started coming up to me and telling me things that was going on in my classroom. I was like, how do you know this? Who are you? How do you know my name? But they know the work that I have. You know what I'm saying? They know that I'm showing up every day. They know the type of classroom environment that I'm setting up. And so that's what I'm saying. You just focus on that, and people are going to see it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have performance evaluation. You're going to have certain things. People are just going to see your work, and they're like, your work is going to ring alarms. It's going to alarm people to who you are. And they're like, okay, who is this? You know what I'm saying? And people are going to have to come around because of that. And they're going to know your name. You're going to have a reputation before that. And your reputation will precede you. And that will give you and attract more relationships to you. Whew. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. And with the Lovers, doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It can allude to one, but it could just talk about a commitment. And it's the Lovers. This is major arcana, so that is divine outside of us that's coming because we're in alignment. Because we're in alignment with it, it's coming to us, this commitment here. All right, so let's go ahead and add some clarification. Let's go ahead and add some clarification here. And let's see, why is the Queen of Pentacles here? We got the Queen of Pentacles over top of that demon. We got the Queen of Pentacles over top of the demon here. So we are focused. We are very focused on what we're creating. Pentacles is career, finance, things that we're working on, seeds that we're planting. We're making sure that we're planting good seeds, because you can plant good seeds and you can plant bad seeds, and things will grow. And your mind is the same way. Your mind is a garden. Your mind is a garden. So make sure that you are planting good seeds in your mind and in your garden. What's wrong with having knowledge? However, has to work with activity. Both, hand in hand. We had the High Priestess pop up here. We had the High Priestess pop up. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's the High Priestess logic and intuition, knowledge, and even with the moon here, that's hidden, that's intuition, that knowledge and intuition, right? It came over the top of the dreamer, and Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles here. What we're working on. Focus on what we're working on and that abundance so that we can and use it all together. It's a card of mixing. That's what's coming up here. We have the High Priestess, the black and white mixed to make that gray. It's coming over top of our dreamer, and then we have, what does that lead to? Our 10 of Pentacles. That leads to our abundance. Figuring it out. Because you don't know, take some time to just sit there and say, okay, how can I use this? How can I use this to make whatever it is? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking super general, but it's like, man, I'm super excited right now. I got this energy right now. Okay, and I'll be honest. Okay, let me just tell you mine, right? So I'm going to be linking up with one of my friends today. And yes, she is very attractive, and not so. Demon card, demon. But I'm like, how can I create with her to do something that's actually productive for my business? I do art, and I cut up clothes and stuff on the art. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna make a video, and in the video, I'm going to give her a shirt. I'm gonna let her hold my snake, and I'm gonna cut the shirt up while she's wearing it. And I told her to bring some old pants so I can cut the pants. I'm gonna cut her pants, I'm gonna cut her shirt, and I told her to have her hair up, and then at the end of the video, once I finish she'll let her hair down. And it's like I use that energy to be creative and productive. So she doesn't know that everything I'm about to do, but I'm telling you now, like that's where my mind went. It's like, okay, I got this energy right now, and yes, she is attractive, but how can I use this for my business? I can use this for my business in this way, because I've been cutting my own clothes. But what if I cut the clothes and I do that on another person? And I was like, because she got dreads, I'm like, yo, that's gonna be like a Medusa Barbie doll. It's like, you see what I'm saying? You see what my mindset is? Because she got dreads and I'm letting her hold my snake, I'm like, well, yeah, and the Barbie movie just came out. You see, I'm using my knowledge, my intuition, my creativity to create, and I'm gonna make a video out of this. And you'll see it. It'll be right on my jank. And it's like, now I'm thinking, well, okay, what song could I possibly use? What songs is trendy right now? The baby song, shake something, come shake something. Is that one? Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what songs it's like. But now I'm in this creative headspace. I'm using that energy to be creative and to make something that's about my business. I realized I'm about to go doing something, but it took a long time when it can be done quickly than I do. And you learn. The only way that you're gonna ever you sit there and learn. When I was doing my jean jackets, I first started doing my jean jackets freehand. I was drawing them out, boom, boom, boom. But you know what I'm saying? It took me a while, because it would take like an hour to an hour and a half just to freehand it. Because I want to make sure it's perfect and this and the third. So, but after doing it for a while, I seen somebody else using a projector. I was like, man, that's cheating. But then I'm like, shit, if I just gotta trace that joint up there, then I can just focus on painting. I don't gotta spend an hour and a half trying to draw it. It's like as you go along and you delve into the process, you start to figure out, okay, now it's like, okay, I gotta put a layer of white paint, and I gotta let the white paint dry, and then I can start painting. But then it's like, okay, shorten it up again. Use a heat gun. Now I got a projector. That's cutting time off my process. So I don't got to freehand it no more. Then I put that coat of white paint up there. Now I go back with the heat gun. So take the heat gun, drying it up. I ain't got to wait 10, 20, 30 minutes for the paint to dry. Now it's, I'm rocking and rolling. The process becomes more efficient. You just got to delve into it. You got to commit to it. And after a while, you start to pick up energy like, okay, now I can do this. You're becoming more efficient. And now it's on some stuff, when people paying you for what you're doing, they be like, yo, it's only taking you this much time to do it. You doing it so quick, but you charging this much. It's like, I'm charging you for my experience. I've been working at this for so long. That's why I know how to do this in a quick amount of time. I've been working at it for so long. My experience has allowed me to do this. And I'm charging you for that. When I was young, when I first started off, yeah, it probably took me X, Y, and Z. But now I'm more efficient at producing a better quality at a higher rate. Like, you know what I'm saying? And but you got to delve into it, sit with that energy. And the longer you practice it, you only going to get better. You only going to get better. Only getting better. The longer you do something, you only getting better at it. You just working, you building a skill. You building a skill. How long do you think the NFL, NBA, any major league sports player? Yeah. Yes, this person is really great at what they do. And they make it look really easy. How many hours? How many hours? Kobe was sitting there talking about, he was like, man, if he gets in, just let's make it simple. If he gets in an hour before you and leaves an hour after you, after one day, he's now 2 hours, he now has 2 more hours ahead of you. That's one day. Multiply that by a week. So 2 times 14, 2 times 7 is 14. Now 14 hours ahead of you, just because somebody else was just doing it just on whatchamacallit. But now him doing an hour and a half and an hour after, over a while, that time just accumulates. So let's see. We got the Demon, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see what else is going to pop up here. The Magician. Hell yeah. The Magician will pop up. This is Aries energy, and it's a card of alchemy, and it's a card of manifesting, and it's a card of as above, so below, and taking it from up here in your head and bringing it down into the physical realm. What are we bringing down? We got the Queen of Pentacles there. And that's what we're working on. We're manifesting, bringing down, and working on our abundance. All right, next card is the High Priestess. Oh, this is cool. Ooh, with the High Priestess, we got the Three of Pentacles. Yo, it's nothing. All right, I still gotta do my research. I gotta figure out what sign the major arcana is. But Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What we're working on, our manifestation, our abundance. Got some fire now. Magician, Aries energy. And now we got the Three of Pentacles. This is a card of achievement. Teamwork makes the dream work. A card of being recognized for your hard work here. And it's coming out on top of our High Priestess and Dreamer. Nice, nice. Everything is upright right so far. So I'm loving it. When the message is coming out clear like this and it's straightforward, yep. Definitely receiving it. Definitely receiving it. And let's see what the Ten of Pentacles is about. Let's see what the Ten of Pentacles is about. Oh, the first one that comes out in reverse. I didn't jinx it. All right. Now, but it's the Moon. Now, with the Moon coming out, this is upright. This is a card of hidden truth. And so something being exposed here, and I always go to see what the next card is behind it with reversals. Three of Wands. This is a card of usually waiting for the ships to come in. Ships have arrived is how I'm going to take that. Damn, everything is coming out in reverse here. This abundance with this Empress here. But now finally we got an upright, and this is another court card, another Knight, and there's more Pentacles, Earth energy, and that's what you can work with when you were talking about your manifestations and what you're working on, career, finances, and things like that. It's a court card. With the Knight of Pentacles is one that you can actually, this is loyal and dependable here. About what we're building, and at the bottom of the deck, ooh, I'm gonna show it just like that. That Ten of Cups. Taking it. Total wish fulfillment. Nice. All right, and let's go ahead and move now to the love section. Let's go ahead and move to the love section, and then we'll be done. Let's move to the love section. Okay. First two cards I read intuitively. Last card I read from the book. And first card is the energy that needs to be let go of. Energy that needs to be let go is the ancestor. This is 9. 9 is the end of a manifestation here. It's time. It's finally time to go ahead and move forward and create. We've been receiving, been downloading, and ascending. And so it's time to go ahead and move forward with that energy. Be confident. Take action. It's the magician here, meaning you have everything that you need to bring forth your abundance. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, with the Dreamer, the High Priestess, and the Three of Pentacles, this is the energy that needs to be kept. We have 4, the Challenger. One thing I've been noticing is that, you encounter people who are going to discourage you. Let me rephrase it. You're going to encounter people who are going to try to discourage you, try to instill doubt in you, try to get you off your path, try to distract you. It is up to you to continue challenging them and putting them in their place and letting them know that, hey, the fear that you have, the doubt that you have, that is for you. That is not for me. I am going to challenge what you ever saying, and I'm going to continue moving forward. And the last one of the card is the energy. Last one is the one that needs to be kept. This is the energy that needs, not kept, learned. This is what needs to be learned. This is what needs to be learned. And it's just because we ended up with that Knight of Pentacles, and now we have the Knight here as well. And this is number 16. 16, 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is a card of perfected thinking. And let's read what the Knight says. I don't think I've ever had to read for the Knight, so yep. And then, at the end of these, they always give you like a question or a statement, so let's see what it says. The people and energies we place our desires and attentions on should be where we feel a sense of home. Now, how often are you talking to somebody and you feel comfortable around them? You feel comfortable talking to them. You feel comfortable being around them. I know in my last relationship, there was, for as long as it was in the third, you know what I'm saying, whatever high moments in that third, I always felt like something off. And you be sitting there waiting to figure out why something off. And I don't even do that no more. If I don't feel right about somebody, it's my energy, I'm not waiting to figure out why I don't like this person. I'm not waiting to figure out why my spirit is telling me to move. I'm just going to do my best to get out the conversation effortlessly. We got the grace card popping up, making sure we got this conversation smoothly, without offending nobody, and just saying, okay, I respect you for who you are. You're on your path, I'm on my path. You know what I'm saying? And getting back to home. And just being around people in conversations that make us feel comfortable, and staying there, and just, you know what I'm saying? And taking the time to, when you're around people that you don't feel no sense of urgency around, and you just like, yeah, I'm gonna just sit here. I'm gonna just talk to this person. I'm gonna just be next to him. I'm gonna just be right here. Nothing's telling me to move, nothing. Home is a safe place. People that you feel safe around. Being around and staying in that energy more often. Go in this direction. Oh, hold on. The people and energy we place our desires and intentions on should be where we feel a sense of home rather than battle. Go in this direction and choose not so much the comfortable place, but the place that is true for your heart. We risk the loss of ourselves in the pursuit of what we think we desire, without sometimes stopping to evaluate. All right, read that again. We risk the loss of ourselves in the pursuit of what we think we desire, without sometimes stopping to evaluate. The knight is ready to go into battle at all times for the people and ideals they serve. Dedication and devotion should always be in alignment with the positive values of the night for a harmonious life. Dedication and devotion should always be in alignment with the positive values of the night for a harmonious life. Question: what have you been fighting for or with? Is it time to resolve or depart the quest? What have I been fighting for? To live my life as a psychic artist. That's my first time saying that. This first time, you know what I'm saying, putting that together. I'm a psychic artist. I think that would encompass so much of what I'm trying to do here. I am a psychic artist. Ashay, I see a yellow butterfly. Thank you. That's what I've been fighting for. Who I've been fighting with? The world. Who's winning? Me. Because I'm still on this path. This is 4 weeks of this, yo. This is 4 weeks of living in freedom, living 4 weeks of having abundance, 4 weeks of waking up and doing what I want to do, not being on somebody else's clock, just waking up and creating my days and my moments and my life. So Tuesday was the 4-week mark. Tuesday was a 4-week mark, and today Wednesday or Thursday? Today's Thursday. So today's Thursday. That means officially, I think maybe 30 days. 30 days. 30 days. And so tomorrow for sure will make. It doesn't matter what month we're talking about. Because it's like, yo, it's 4 weeks a month. It's 4 weeks is a month for February, but it ain't 4 weeks for July. Shit. So no matter what month we're talking about, tomorrow will be 31 days of being a nomad and having no job and living freely and abundantly and embodying and embracing my artistic journey, my artistic psychic journey. And so tomorrow for sure will be a month on anybody's scale. Now it's like, oh, how far you gonna take it? Well, Jesus did 40 days and 40 nights. Okay. I know. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, priorities. Husband called. What's up, babe? She said, I'm back. Thank you so much for your loyalty, yo. I can tell you're a loyal person. I can see why you're married. I can see why. I can see why he called just to check up. See what's babe doing. Cause he know he got somebody loyal at home. Boy. And loyalty is deep. And you know what I'm saying? Loyalty is an action. It goes beyond how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because 21 Savage said in that song, he's like, forget the love. I'd rather have somebody who's loyal to me. Because whether that person is mad, sad, hate me right now, they still gonna act in my best interest. They're not gonna betray me because they're loyal to me. It doesn't matter how they feel. They can be mad as shit, but they're like, you know what? At the end of the day, this is what I'm loyal to. They can be sad, but at the end of the day, you know what? This is what I'm loyal to. So, rock with that. I see why. Loyalty. And that's why we're attracted. You know what I'm saying? It's when you on a path and you start to attract people who are on that same frequency and that same path, you attract loyalty. That's appreciated in the kingdom. Yeah, but we just finished the spread. The question for today, if you wanted to wrestle with it, I'm not sure if you journal or not. But if you don't journal, then shameless plug. Consider getting a journal like this one, where we can, you know what I'm saying? That would be cool too. If like, it's all of a sudden, it's like, it's really like a school, and everyone got copies of the jank, and it's like we doing these, and it's like we getting down the readings and the thoughts, energies, and frequencies of what we're writing and what we're saying and what's going on, the messages that's coming out here. That would be dope. But the question was, what are you fighting for or with? The question for today that came out from the Oracle was, what are you fighting for or with? And is it time to resolve or depart as you move on your conquest? As you move on your quest. That was the question. Loyalty. Ah, yeah. Alright, so I'm done with this spread. What's going on? Tell me some energies. What's new? What's the intention for today? What's the goals for today? I told you my goal for today. I'm making a video. Fighting for my designation currently, but seems does not be given right now. Hey, you do your part. You do your part, and then you let the chips fall where they may. And you can only be happy after that. You know what I'm saying? Once you say, okay, I took action, I did what I had to say, you know what I'm saying? I spoke up for myself, like boom, boom, boom. After that, you let the chips fall where they may, and you play the cards that have been dealt. That's how spades go. When you playing spades, you look at your hand and say, this is what I got. This is what was dealt to me. You tell your partner, hey partner, I think I can get this many books. You set it out there, and then you just play your hand. You play the hand that you're dealt, and you make the best of it. I changed Bailee's collar today. She got the blue collar on. I'm gonna let this one sit for a little minute. I might paint her name on it or something, but I'm gonna let it sit right there for a bit. She rocking that thing. The HR put different designations on my contract as a progression and my visa, but she used my contract. Oh yeah, this is just communicate. Just communicate. You know what I'm saying? And when you communicate, just show proof. Just be like, you have me listed as blank, but I'm showing you this right here should be blank. And showing proof that. Oh yeah, just show like, okay, here's what the designation should be, and show proof of why it should be this way, and then show proof of what they have it labeled as, and say, hey, you got it labeled as this. Here's proof that it should be labeled this way, and just send in that confirmation. So so you only got an argument. Does not even have the experience of that designation, and not the role of performing that kind of. Yeah, just communicate. That's a simple email. That's all that is. That's all that is. Nothing to fret about. Just send that simple email showing proof, and you only got too many words. Here's proof of what it's labeled as. Here's proof of why it should be something different, and that's all you really got to say. And just say, hey, please update accordingly. There's, you know what I'm saying? You're not even asking no questions. You're saying literally, here's what it's labeled as. Here's what it should be, and it's proof of what it's labeled as. Proof of what it should be. Please update accordingly. Thank you. End of email. That is all that is. And CC yourself if you really want some proof to let it know that it got sent and it's there. Letting them know that you already peeping, you on game. And that you paying attention to what's going on. So you stepping into the right energy. You want to make sure you're stepping into the right energy. How the heck? I will do it next time when I get there and inform my first boss who I am. All right. As long as you speak up for yourself, as long as you say and show proof, and just showing proof of, hey, this is what's going on here. Here's proof of how it should be, and there's a conversation. And I have confidence that you will have that conversation because you've already overcome so much before just to get to this point right here. So you making sure we're fighting for our perfection. We're creating our perfect world here. So continue to stay on that path of what you're doing and advocating for yourself. All right. You have clearly seen how speaking up for yourself and advocating for yourself has led to desirable outcomes. So stay on this path of speaking up for yourself and advocating for what you want. And that's all right. But hey, remember we're also practicing. We're also practicing taking action. If something's bothering you, we take action so that we're no longer bothered. We don't want to stay in that energy. Hey, I like that right there. Like you edit it and put the right and resend it. Hey, this is what it should be. Yup. I like how you thinking. Yup. You see how you on the spot? You see how you on the spot thinking and about what action to take and what to do? And something just told you to do that. You need to go ahead and do it. You need to go ahead and do it. The sooner the better. Before you even go in there. I'm just saying. That's something that you could do today. Just saying. And there's no point in waiting. What's the point in waiting? Time waits for no man. Take action. That literally just came to you. You see how it's like on the spot and you're not sure that, but it's like when you sit here and wrestle with the energy and what's coming to you, and it was like your heart is talking to you, and then your spirit went out and like, boom, it hit you what to do, what action to take. You need to go ahead and do it, and you should do it today. Get out ahead of it. Why would you wait for a train to hit you? You know what I'm saying? Get out ahead of it now. It just hit you what to do and what you need to do. You already said what you should do. I'm not about to entertain that. The conversation can still happen when you get in there. But it's a different conversation. It's, hey, did you get my email? You see, because we were talking earlier about being efficient. We were just talking earlier about being efficient. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and send the emails. Edit the contract, put the right designation, send it today. I don't know why you having a hesitation behind it. Send it today so that you save time. Because what they're gonna do when you get in there, try to edit it and what you want anyway, save time. Let's skip ahead of that. It's, hey, did you get my email? with the right with the right designation, you saving time. You cutting corners. Yep. I already did X, Y, and Z. Did you get the email? That now your conversation, you're taking control of the conversation. This is how you put yourself in power. And so when you step into the conversation, it's, hey, did you get my email? I sent this already to correct this and the third. Boom, 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 and this on some. Now they moving and scrambling because of you. And you put yourself in a power position. Right now, if you just sit back and wait, you letting other people dictate your future. You letting people take, you know what I'm saying? You letting other people, you putting it in their hands for them to take action to do, no. You know what to do right now, but you got free will. So as always, you do what you want to do. It's gonna play out. It's gonna play out for you, and it's gonna play out for you the best way it's supposed to anyway. I'm just putting some pressure on you. It's gonna work out for you. It's gonna work out for you in your best good anyway. I was just putting some pressure on you, but how that just came to you, an action to take, and you have the free will to take that action or not, but it came to you for a reason. Do it. I don't know why you're debating it. It came to you for a reason. It just hit you to do that for a reason. And at least do it. Okay, even if you don't send it, at least do it. Because it's on your heart, it's gonna bother you. And it's gonna bother you until you do it. Matter of fact, it's gonna bother you every day now until Monday, until you step in there. And even then you can be like, man, why didn't I do it sooner? Why didn't I do it when I said I was gonna do it? Why didn't I do it when my heart and mind and my spirit told me to do it? Exactly. Take action. Make them wake up. We had the Awakener card come up. We had the Awakener, the Dreamer, and the Mooncat card come up. The Mooncat was a card of intuition. The Dreamer is a card of following your intuition and your path. And the Awakener is a card of taking action on it. You're here for the reading today. You came for that reading today. And those three cards came up in that diagram. I highlighted it for a reason. Do it today. Edit it. It's gonna bother you for the rest of today if you don't do it. It's gonna bother you tomorrow just because you don't do it. Because tomorrow you're gonna wake up, you're gonna think you forgot about it, and it's gonna hit you like, oh shoot, I still didn't. Go ahead and do it today. Go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Should I talk to my boss about it and confirm and get clear? No. 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 Do it. Take action. Take action first. You do you. You're not allowing somebody else to control your future, to dictate your future. They already fucked up. They already fucked up. Okay? Like, and you know, I'm sitting here talking to you. Now I'm talking to you. Now they already fucked up. They already did that, and he signed it, which means he didn't even notice it. They already fucked up. So, man, this kid's let me clean up my words. But they already didn't even whatchamacallit. They already didn't even correct it. So, you need to go ahead and correct it and edit it and send it today. They already looked at it, and if you don't say, okay, so what? I don't know why you're arguing with me about it. You know what you should do. You know what's bothering you right now, and you know what action you can take so to get rid of this botherness in you. To get rid of it. It's something bothering you right now, and you know what to do to get rid of it. As always, you have already seen positive outcomes. Yes, you do. Do it. Change it. Yes, you need to change it. And send it. And say, hey, here's the contract with the right designation. Please sign. and you should already have your signature on it, on some, hey, here's the contract with the correct designation and my signature. Please update it with your signature. Yeah, that we're reading. This is how you do that. You say, here's the updated contract with the correct designation and my signature. Please update with your signature. You save time. I'm not with none of these excuses. I ain't with no other conversation with outside people. Because your heart is having a conversation with you and telling you what to do. And that's what you need. That's the only conversation that you need to acknowledge right now. What is your heart telling you to do? That's the conversation that you need to acknowledge. That's the conversation you need to have. No, not an outside person. Your heart is telling you what to do. So, next time I see you, because if I see you again before your start date, I'm gonna say, did you go ahead and do what you needed to do? Did you do what you were supposed to do? You don't know how they're gonna feel. And however they feel does not matter. They have a job to do, and they wasn't doing it correctly. And you know what I'm saying? And you do it on a friendly, and it's you just highlighting and letting them know that there's a correction that needs to be made. And matter of fact, you make the correction for them, and that's what you're just informing them. They might be glad. You see what I'm saying? Flip it. Let's flip it. Let's be positive, okay? Let's be positive. They might be happy to say, oh my goodness, thank you for catching that mistake of ours. Nobody wants to be wrong, okay? So look at him and say, hey, here's I corrected it and boom, boom, that, you know what I'm saying, and send it. They might be happy and say, oh my goodness, we wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. They might apologize to you. Let's flip it. If a student comes to me and tells me I messed up their grade, why would I be mad at them? I'm gonna look at them and like, if they come to me and show me proof, I'm like, oh, that's my fault. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for, you know what I'm saying, staying on top of your grades. Thank you for making sure that I'm in the right and that I'm doing my stuff correctly. People, they want to do that. They want to make sure that they're doing their job correctly. So let them know. Okay, take action, change it, and send it. Right now, it's still friendly. Right now, it's still friendly. And then it does not matter how they feel. Does not matter. Again, you're coming for a job and you're coming to work. Now, once you do send it, when you have that conversation later, it's, yo, there was a mistake here and there was a correction that needed to be made. I sent the updated version. I am new. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you no more about it. I'm not gonna try to convince you about it. We've had a conversation. And so, the only thing I want to say is, if someone's going to be mad, would you rather it be them or you? I ain't gonna argue with you about it at all. You do what you want to do, but if somebody's gonna be mad, would you rather be you or them? And then just and if you're willing to sit in a certain heart space for the next few days, because it's gonna be resolved. It's gonna be resolved by Monday, Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta go to work. So you can sit with that feeling for the duration of the weekend, or you can take some action and be in a much better headspace for the weekend. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you're gonna go throughout the weekend, and it's either you gonna be sitting there thinking, maybe should I still do this or wait for what's called. Okay. Well, okay. You don't want to live with no regrets. You don't want to live with no regrets, right? You don't want to live with no regrets. So take do what's gonna make you feel most comfortable though. Okay. All right. I want to put you in that. Do what makes you feel comfortable. So if you think that you think it might ruffle some feathers, or you think people might be mad, you ain't trying to step on nobody's toes, then you can just sit back and just because it's gonna play out how it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, and that's like, you know what I'm saying. Let me even practice what I said. What I told you, like just being in that feminine energy and just being receptive. You don't even gotta take action. You can just sit back and wait. You can sit back and wait, and then have a conversation on Monday with your boss and saying, hey, this is what it should be. I know there's a mistake here. Let's fix it. Can we fix it? Go into your boss. You know what I'm saying? And you can wait. You know what I'm saying? However you want to go about it, you can go to your boss. You can go to your boss on Monday and say, hey, I saw there was a mistake in the contract. Can you get it fixed for me? You know what I'm saying? If you want to go about it that way, and put it in somebody else's hand, so that it can get done a little quicker. Because you said the lady already know about it too, so that's fine. You can sit here and tell them like, yo, I think she knows and aware of it, so could you just, you know what I'm saying, remind her to make sure it's changed? You know what I'm saying? You can have that conversation with your boss too. You don't gotta do nothing. Either way, you're gonna be good. So either way, you're good. Yeah, you don't gotta make nobody mad. You ain't gotta ruffle nobody's feathers. So I want you to have a great time. I want you to start off on the right foot. So it's all right. You ain't got to step on the right toes. I want you to go in there on the right foot. I want you to come in there bright, smiling, happy, dressed to impress. You're going to do what you do. Do what makes you feel most comfortable. Okay? Do what makes you feel most comfortable. If you want to wait till Monday, it's all going to play out how it's supposed to. Okay? So, if you have faith and confidence, let it sit and have a conversation with your boss on Monday. All right? Do what's going to make you feel most comfortable. I want you to be able to step into your boss and say like, yo, I want you to be comfortable while you're talking to him. I want you to have a positive mindset when you're talking to him. That's all I want you to be embodying. And I just want you to know that that's what it's going to be. It's going to get changed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have faith. That's the sign of your faith, right there. It's just about also how comfortable are you going to be from now until then. So if you're able to sit and you can comfortably sit back and relax for the weekend until you start, you still come, because the result, you should know the desired outcome in your head. And that is what you need to, that's the main thing you need to be focused on. Okay? That's the main thing you need to focus on. Just knowing that it's going to get changed. Okay? Just knowing that it's going to get changed to how it should be. But how it should be. And so, the only thing that you're doing from now until then is doing whatever's gonna make you feel most comfortable, so that when you step into to have that conversation on Monday, it's okay. Hey, I sat back to see if it was going to get changed or not, and it didn't. And so now I'm just bringing it to you again to make you aware so that it can get updated. You're either gonna walk in and say that, or you're gonna walk in and say, this is the actions I took. There was a mistake on the contract, and I changed it instead of third, and so I was wondering, whichever one that you feel most comfortable saying, that's the path that you need to take. Regardless, you're going to get to that place that you need to be. It's going to get switched out to. Who knows? I don't know that. I don't know. Who knows? It very well could have been a mistake. Like it's things happen all the time. People are human. They glance over things. Like you just said, your boss even signed off on it. So that also means that either one, he did, or two, he didn't see it, and he just trusted that this person did what they were supposed to do and just like and kept it pushing. Because he sees so many papers. You know what I'm saying? People are human. Like you just said, how you do something for someone, you try to shortchange the process. They see so much paperwork. They see so much. It's just like, just you know what I'm saying? Just signing stuff and just moving right on through. Some people, they might not have been aware of what happened. You know what I'm saying? They get so many emails, get bogged down by like to come back to this part, to come back and boom, boom, boom. Or you might step in and you could probably come in and they bring it to you on some, hey, you signed the wrong thing, that's in the third. You're supposed to. It might happen that way. However it's supposed to go is how it's supposed to go, and that's how it's going to go. And so you're gonna know what to do. You're gonna know what to do. The lady will not do that. No, she has a job to do. She has a job to do, and she wants to do her job correctly. And so, like I just told you, if a student came up to me and said, hey, my grade should really be an 85, not an 80, I'll be like, huh? And they show me why? Oh, that's my fault. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Thank you for making me aware. And see, but you see what I'm saying? Like, you also think, okay, this is your life. This is your life. Think of it as how you want this thing to go is how it's going to go. And that's why I keep trying to say, like, get out of think of it on some, they'll be glad that you know what I'm saying, brought it out. Remember a couple weeks ago, I told you about taking initiative? It's this, right? Remember, I don't know if you ever heard, there used to be this thing where it was like, where they said that some people wouldn't get hired because they forgot to put a period on their resume. Like, that's punctuation. Because they didn't punctuate their resume right. But what did that tell the employer? That you're not paying attention to the small things. So if you don't pay attention to the small things, you're not going. If you mess up on the small things, you're going to mess up on the big things. If you can't manage the pennies, the nickels and dimes, what you going to do with the millions, the billions, and the trillions? And so if they can see that you say, like, they popping up like, yo, she pay attention to the smallest details. That's a good trait to have. That's an awesome trait to have. That you're picking up on the small things. That you pay attention to details. That you're not going to allow, you know what I'm saying? Especially for, I don't know what, but if there's, especially if it comes down to paperwork, if it comes down to crunching numbers, if it comes down to finances, if it comes down to certain stuff, they need somebody who's going to be like, hey, you know there's a discrepancy right here. Nobody else saw this, but you saw it. It's just like there used to be like people who didn't get a job because of punctuation marks. They forgot to put a punctuation mark. They didn't pay attention to the small things. Now you come in there on some, yeah, you on some stuff that like, yo, she catch everything, yo. Ain't nothing getting past her. Ain't nothing getting past her. That's something you can ask. If you don't, that's something that you can ask. If you need clarity. If you need clarity, that's something that you can ask. Google, sometimes Google might help in a company in certain practices. Or you might find that that's not something they're supposed to. Who knows? I don't know. But again, as always, do whatever's gonna make you feel most comfortable. But I'm saying there's no anybody gonna get mad for you saying what you're supposed to have, what it's supposed to be. That could, you know what I'm saying? Because that could delay your whole stuff. You can walk in, they're gonna put you over here, you be like, I was supposed to be over here. Your contract. Well, I did say that. And he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He's like, just getting out ahead of that. Just getting right out ahead of it. Right out ahead of it. Yeah, that's all. Forget that. You are saying, hey, this is what it should be. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even like you fighting for extra or more. You're just saying what it should be. Come on, yo. That's not something to be mad about. There's nothing to be mad about that. You're not fighting for extra. You're not fighting for more. You're just saying this is what it technically should be. You're just fighting for what you rightfully deserve. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Can't nobody be mad at you for that. What does that sound like? Do it. Do what you gotta do. But what does that sound like? Can't nobody be mad at you for doing what you're supposed to do. Like I told you, you're supposed to take initiative. If anything, that shows that you like, yo, you on top of your shit. You on top of your shit. I'm gonna check in with you though. You know I'm gonna check in with you. Either. What's tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow Friday. Oh, it's not tomorrow Friday. Tomorrow Friday. Oh, it's not. Every Friday's a good Friday. Then we got the weekend. And then it's Monday. Alright. So you can be good, yeah. You can be good. I keep trying to tell you, you can be good. I keep telling you. You know what to say. You know what to say. I am whole. I am strong. I am perfect. I am powerful. I am loving. I am happy. I'm harmonious. And that's how you need to move. If you are truly harmonious, those energies will come to you exactly how it should be. And that's why you say it, that's why you speak into it, that's why you move that way. Thank you. Believe it and just say it just like that. Thank you. Your intention, you are so powerful. And when you have that intention, that's what's gonna happen. When you say like, this is how this interaction is gonna go, that's how the interaction is gonna go. That's how the interaction is going to go. The interaction is going to go the way that you think it's going to go. So, you just show your proof. Just show your proof. Okay, we got boom. All of those is done. Okay, so. Yeah, sometimes you just need the right words. the right words, move forward. You sound like a boss right now. You sound like a boss right now. You sound like somebody in control of their life. What they say? I might tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie. Hey, so far, we steering you in the right direction. You got it. You already got it. Claim it. You got it. You got it. And you deserve that. You deserve that position. Rightfully so. That abundance is yours. That position is yours. You have the position that you deserve. That is all for you. That abundance is for you. It's already been blessed over your life. You just can't let no fear, you can't let no doubt, you can't let somebody else's any, you know what I'm saying, creep up. Let that go. Need some more water. I'm going to say good job. Good job for taking action. Good job for listening to your heart. Good job for following your inspiration. Good job. Watch for the rest of the day. Watch the energy that you're in. Just because you decided to do this right now. That's awesome. That's very empowering. Watch how you feel for the rest of the day. No matter what happens, you know that you took charge. Yes, you can. Like literally what you're doing is following your happiness. That's literally what you're doing. Literally what you're doing is following your happiness. Even if it seems so small, you're literally following your happiness. Your heart said, do this, and you like, I'm doing it. You don't have those. You don't have those. You know what you have? If that's when you classify it, like I was just saying earlier, there are people who are going to distract you, put doubt in your mind, put fear in your mind, and it's a test of your faith. Literally, and this is a church-going woman. A church-going woman gonna I had told her one of my ideas about cutting clothes and stuff, and she said, it'll never sell. She literally said that. And I was like, I started showing her some of the videos that I've been doing, and I said, you know what? Because you said that, this is a test of my faith, knowing that I'm on the right path. And it will sell. And it's going to be amazing. And it's going to be abundant. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm following my heart and my passion and my abundance. Just because you said that. Now, if that fear, that doubt, if I would have grown and I would not have pursued my passion, what type of space would I be in for the rest of my life? Because of somebody else's fear, because of somebody else's doubt that they put into the atmosphere. No. You're literally encountering people, thoughts, frequencies, energies that are going to test your faith. You are encountering thoughts, people's energies. You're encountering thoughts, people, and energies that are going to test your faith. And it's going to say, does she really want it? Is she really going to go fight for her independence? Is she really going to fight for her happiness? Is she really going to go after her happiness? Or is she going to allow me to put this fear in her? Is she going to allow me to put this doubt in her? If she thinks I'm going to be mad at her, is that going to stop her from doing what she needs to do? This is what you're overcoming right now. You're overcoming all of that. For some reason, fear is not of God, and it says that. Fear is not of God. So you need to understand, like, why is there fear behind it? Whatever. What's going to be stopping you? And then you press through that. You press over that. You press through it, you press over it. On some, yeah, I have no fear. I have no worry that I'm going to take this action that's going to make me more happier, and things are going to go the way that I want them to and the way that they should go, because this is an abundance that's assigned to me in my life. Literally. Come on. You picking it up right now. Right now you're receiving it. You're picking it up right now. Literally. It's the universe, and it's really testing your faith. What's going to win right now? You or fear? You or doubt? You or worry? What's going to win right now? What's going to win right now? Once you send that, for the rest of the week and until you get there, you're going to be happy. Because you know, yep, I did what I had to do and I said what I had to say. I took action for my abundance. And so you stepping in there powerfully, controlling the conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's other people, and it happens. And for me, I'm telling you, it's happening like every day, all the time. One lady, she gonna ask me. She almost had me. She was like, do you believe in Jesus? And I'm saying, like, what made you ask me that? What made you ask me that? So I looked at her and I was like, maybe not the one you believe in. There it is. Loving it. I am strong. I am confident. I am empowered. And how do you show that? How do you really embody that? Do it. Take action. Is this person F that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say this because this is what's on my heart. Something telling me to do this right now. Something telling me to send this email. Before you hopped on this live, you didn't even have you wasn't in that headspace. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? Boom. And you sat here and you wrestled with it and it came to you. The action came to you about what to do to make you happy right now, in the moment. Think about that. You doing it, you taking action is going to make you feel strong, confident, empowered. Why? Because I fought for my happiness. I fought for my abundance. When there was a fear of, is this person gonna be mad? There was a fear of not having support from my boss. There was a fear of, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, ooh, what's the universe now seeing you do? Oh man. There was a fear, regardless of the fear, regardless of the worry, regardless of what somebody's gonna think, somebody else was gonna think or feel. She still took action. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The feeling gonna come. The feeling gonna come. You're getting your power back. You're taking control of your life. And I'm gonna be right here as long as you need me to, till you send it. And you get your stuff off. Because we're eliminating all of that. We're eliminating all of that. We're eliminating fear. We're eliminating worry. Letting it all go. And it's like, forget the fear, forget the worry. This is how I'm gonna move. I'm moving towards my happiness, my abundance, my manifestations. I've been praying for this. I've been wishing for this. I've been desiring this. And now it's here in front of me. And right here, and right when I'm about to get everything that I want, somebody gonna pop up and say, and try to put some fear in me, and try to put some doubt in me. Nope. Nope. That fear, that doubt, and that worry, that's for you. Because who's on my side? God. Who's on my side? The whole universe. Who's on my side? Spirit. And what the fuck they doing? They putting that fear and worry back on you. Because they like, shit. We didn't scare. We didn't put that fear in them. We didn't put the worry. You put that shit right back on them. Not who's scared. Not who's worried. Not who's... They are. Like, oh, snap. We got somebody who about to come in here and put in some work. We got somebody that we can't pull the wool over. We ain't pulling the wool over her eyes. We can't scare this person. We can't put fear in this person. Shoot, that's the person you want on your team. Because it starts a precedence. It starts a precedence. If they can just sit here and just say, oh, yep, they'll take it. They ain't gonna pay no mind. They ain't gonna pay no attention. Ain't gonna say nothing. And let that go for as long as it can. Hell no. Nope. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So make sure that you go ahead and take action. You overcome the fear, worry, and doubt that somebody tried to put on you. And you send it right back to sender. Now who's worried? Now who's scared? Now who's fearful? Everybody else, because you did what? Step into your power. That's what they were scared of. People were scared of you stepping into your power. See? Like, you're learning. It's life lessons. It's life lessons. And it's like, did you learn your lesson? And if you learned your lesson, you will do something differently. You're going to say something differently. Otherwise, you just sit back and take it. And take the same whooping, the same beating again and again until you learn your lesson. Until you tired of getting whooped. Until you started getting beat on. You're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to stand up for yourself and what you know you should deserve. You know what I'm saying? I met this one girl, and it was a sad story. But she told me, she talked about it. And she was saying, like, and it was nasty. Her brother was raping her. And she young as shit. She was like 4 or 5. She don't know no better. But she thinking like, man, it's her brother. She thinking everybody going through it. Then she get to school. And she realized that school's not like Nah, you know, people not supposed to be doing that in third. You know the last time? You know the last time he stopped? She kicked, screamed, punched the entire time. She made him so uncomfortable, he just did not do it again. He just did not do it again. Because I asked, what was the last time? She had kicked, screamed, punched. She was bleeding. She came out of that, him and her came out of that thing bleeding. That nigga was like, damn, the bitch gonna fight for what she, you know what I'm saying? But if she never fought for herself, it would have kept going on longer than it should have. You don't have no weakness, man. You came here to learn how to overcome. You came here to learn how to overcome. You have no weakness. Because what's the statement? I am strong. I am perfect. I am powerful. I am whole. I am happy. I am harmonious. I am loving. Love is the greatest force on earth. And you're moving just like that. So keep loving on yourself. Keep standing up for yourself. Keep protecting yourself. And what you want. And your happiness. Are you a lover or a fighter? And that slick comment, I fight for what I love. Do you? Are you? Are you going to continue to? Because otherwise, it's either you going to live your life or you going to, you know what I'm saying, let other people take control and you got to live, you know what I'm saying, live their life. They're going to use you. They're going to use you for everything that you offer. They're going to use all your gifts, skills, talents, and abilities and call it this when you know it should be. That's if you allow it. Because we only go where we're celebrated, not where we're tolerated. There's that analogy of the watch. Like the one guy, he take the watch to the one store and he's like, I'll give you $5 for this watch. He take it to the other junk. The guy looked at it. He said, man, this is a vintage watch. I'll pay you $1,000 for this watch. It's the setting. It's where you at. That watch didn't change. The value don't change. But the people who see it, the places that it's at, that changed. So right now, you was in a setting, you just left a job that didn't see your value. But you was quiet, you sat back for a little minute, and you sat back for long enough until you was like, damn, I can't take this no more. I just can't, you know, this is not right, this is not cool. Now, you're in another position to correct it. The universe, it's a time of receiving good karma. The universe was like, yeah, you was in a messed up situation for a long time. Now it's time to get your just due. Now it's time to get paid how you should get paid. So now, are you going to go ahead and accept your abundance? Or are you going to sit back and be like, and get put in the same situation again for an extended period of time, and then be like, and then finally be like, man, I wish I would have said X, Y, and D or did X when I was supposed to, when I had the chance to. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same exact thing. I can go right now, I can literally pick up and get a teaching job at any school in America. I teach math. Nearly every school has a vacancy for math right now. I can go online right now and look up any school, and they probably got a math vacancy. First of all, don't nobody want to teach math? You know what I'm saying? The students don't want to be in a math class. People don't want to teach math. It's a math vacancy almost at every school. If I wanted to really go back to being a math teacher, I could do that. But the universe like, man, we got another abundance for you. You got all these gifts, talents, skills, and abilities. Now, are you going to sit here in this classroom and squander it? Because that's what's available to you. It's right there. Or are you going to fight for what you love? Every time somebody doubts you, every time somebody says you probably shouldn't do X, Y, and Z. This I knew the conversation was going on the other day. The girl said, She asked me about some black Jesus and that third. And then she was like, and I said, yeah, I'm doing my little tarot thing. She said, you should probably stay away from that. Oh, I already know. Yup, boom. You're not tying me down to no religion. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Because I'm on the search for the truth. I'm like, all these religions stand for the same thing. Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, Muslim, they all stand for the same thing. Just because you spin it up and wrap it up in a different package don't mean it's different. So I'm not getting tied down into that. I'm just spiritual. I'm going to seek for the truth. Because they all come from a what? A truth. That's why they all say the same thing. But as soon as you start saying something, oh, what I should and shouldn't do, I know that you just another distraction. You just another test of my faith. And I said, and that's literally what I've been telling people. I literally been telling people that straight to their face. As soon as they tell me that there's something I shouldn't be doing, you know what? You're a test of my faith right now. And so that you're just letting me know that I'm on the right path. Because that doubt is not for me. That doubt is for you to wrestle with. Return to sender. That's exactly what's going on right now. It happens all the time, every day. The thoughts that come in your head. Why am I thinking like this? Why, you know what I'm saying? Knowing goodness well, if you say something and do something that's gonna make you feel better, feel good, you're gonna be good, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be A-okay. It ain't nothing that you can really sit here and say. It's really not. It's really not. You know, and I don't care what resource that you wanna go ahead and tap into. It's gonna be a story in there, wherever, and it's, the timer says 111 minutes and 35 seconds. So, but I see a 111. So I see a 1113. Now it's a 1141. Yeah. So, good. Knowing that what? The intention that we set, the manifestation that we want, is what we're working towards. And it's what's coming to us. We had the Magician pop up, which is a card of having all the resources. Another card that popped up that we had the Magician pop up, which is a card of having all the resources and all the necessary things to bring and the Magician stands like this. The Magician stands like this, and it's almost like pointing down, like, yo, it's up here. Now we just gotta bring it out here. Literally, the thought is in your head. Be a magician, and now it's like, compose this email, type it up and write it out. You're literally taking the energy from your head, and the next part of the manifestation, speaking it, typing it, doing it, saying it, sending, like manifesting, scripting your future, stepping into that energy. And you got all the tools and resources. With the Magician, it's the sword, the chalice, the wand, and the pentacle. And it's all there. They're all just sitting there. You gotta use it, put it all together to create the world and abundance that you want. Otherwise, it just sit there. Otherwise, it's just a thought. It's just sitting in your head. Okay, all right. Keep it in your drafts. You drafted it, save it, come back into it at night. And did you draft it already? Did you draft it? Like, did you type it up and then save it as a draft? Because it's like, it's just the action. It's just the action. Just taking that action right there. If you type it up and you know what I'm saying, at least put it in your drafts, you can come back later. Because you know what I'm saying? Even do that. Sleep on it. Go to sleep on it. Type it up. And because tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's another weekday. It's still another day. I'm saying it's still a weekday. All right. Yup. All right. That's action. That's moving. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm happy and proud that you took that action right there. You know what I'm saying? Because any action is smaller than no action. Jesus had a donkey. And it's like, I'm coming. No, it doesn't matter how slow. It's the in action is better than no action. Having a horse is better than no horse. You know what I'm saying? So you took action. That's infinitely better than taking no action. So you can let it sit. And if tonight you're like, you might want to change some words up. You change the little words down there. And then you go to sleep. You wake up and like, should I send it? You can keep thinking about it, but now at least you done drafted it. Whether you hit send or not, that's when you. But you at least drafted it. You edited it. You edited it with the correct designation, with what it should be. And so now you're looking at your contract like, this is how it should look. And that at least puts you in a different headspace and a different mindset. All right. At least, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying looking at. You can at least say like, all right, I'm at least looking at the right document now. This is how it should look. And then, whether you send it or not, before you go to sleep, don't want to send it. If you still feel hesitant, fine. You know what I'm saying? But you'll get to a point where like, I just got to send, let me just send it. It's all on you. It's all on you. But you at least edit it with the correct designation. So that's good. That's cool. That's cool. All right. That's all right. That is all right. That is all right. I just very chirping. It's funny. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I don't know what I'm gonna eat today because the girl asked me, she said, think about what you want to eat tomorrow and she'll bring lunch. And I flipped it back on her, I was like, bring your favorites, bring your go-tos. You know what I'm saying? I wanna know what you like to eat. I wanna know what you got a taste for. Like, I wanna know those things. I flipped it back on her. So I don't know what I'm gonna be eating. I don't know what I'm gonna be eating. But that's gonna be funny. But it's like, start to create moments where you don't know what's gonna happen for the day. Where it's like, not that you don't know what's gonna. Yeah, but if you get out the monotony of your day and embrace just following it, like, okay, on some, okay, I didn't know this was gonna happen for the day, but you're adding that fun, that surprise, and that adventure to your day. And you just don't know where that's gonna lead you to next. And so that's what I'm saying, that you didn't know. You knew that you saw a discrepancy in your contract. You didn't know what to really do about it, but you sat with the energy for a minute, and then it came to you about what to do. And now that you've taken action, now you're getting another inspired action. Because just because you took this action, like, all right, that's off my mind. I can finally get this off my mind, knowing that I did something for that. Now I can go work on something else. Have the correct task and correct everything. Yup. See, you see what I'm saying? You just seeing it correctly on paper, that makes your heart feel so much better. You know what I'm saying? Whether you done sent the email or not, you at least took some action that made your heart say, all right, we see it good, we see it the right way now, we see it good, all right, you know what I'm saying? And today, you might get another nudge today about something else. It didn't got to be related to this. It could just be like, to go take a walk, to go put your feet in grass, to go journal, to write about something, to go do something. Like you might have another inspired action, but it's because you didn't put your heart in a space of happiness. Your heart is now, we did some happiness. We did something to make my heart happy today. And now your heart's gonna say, okay, let's do this to make us happy today. Let's do this to make us happy today. Your heart gonna keep telling you what to do to make it happy, but you gotta take some type of action towards it. If you don't take any action towards it, it's just gonna bother you. Remember you said you was bothered. Now you're not bothered no more. You see what I'm saying? But you had to take an action. You had to take some action towards it. You ain't gotta go all the way, but you gotta take some action. Now your heart is happy. Now your heart is like, okay, we did this. What else can we do to be happy? It's stuff like that. And just staying in that, like, okay, Yeah, okay, I caught a fish, right? I caught a fish, and then they was like, what you gonna do with it? I said, I don't know yet. But I'm thinking I wanna put some paint on the fish and then put it against the shirt to see if I can get the outline of the fish on the shirt. And it was on my mind, and it kept being on my mind. And I was like, man, let me go ahead and do it. Let me see how it's gonna come out. So I took an old shirt, because I'm designing the shirt. And so I was like, before I ain't gonna mess up this shirt, let me put it on another shirt. And so I did it, and I tried it, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad that I tried it out and I practiced it, so I know I didn't mess up the shirt that I wanted to call it. But that was something my heart, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. It was like, whew, we did it. Great. You have to be. Like, you literally have to be. Because it's like the universe, like, how else would you want to be? How else would you want to be? Like, it's a simple quote, but it says, a minute of shame, a minute of depression, a minute of anger, and I'm saying a minute of sadness, a minute of worry, a minute of any of that is 60 seconds less of happiness. And all the universe does, so thank you for recognizing me as a positive person. Thank you for that. Thank you. I want to share that. Because if, you know what I'm saying? If like, who, do you think, that one of the reasons I say I'm encouraging you to always say those other affirmations, because if heaven is perfect, you got to be perfect to get into it. You, like, why would they want? How do they ever talk? Do they talk when they talk about heaven or anything? Ain't nobody crying. Yes, always. You gonna sit back and look back, and you gonna, like, the more that you're confident, the more that you're happy, you're gonna want to stay. That becomes so addicting to you. It becomes it then becomes repulsive to you to even be around somebody, to even entertain anything opposite of it. Cause you like, I'm happy. You need to go ahead and be happy too. Cause we're here, we're enjoying our time, and we're in this moment here. So let's just be happy. Let's be positive. And you gonna, like, other things are gonna start to be repulsive to you. And you're gonna start, like, you're gonna be in such a space like me. I'm on the space like when I'm, if you're saying certain stuff in this and the third, I'm like, I can't. We gotta switch it. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Boom. We gotta put it right back to this. We gotta operate on the frequency of love. We gotta stay here, man. We gotta stay right there, because it's like, yo, it just becomes repulsive to you to be any other way. And it's like, and I think back, because you're gonna think back like, yo, I wish I was more positive, more happy, more confident, more of my life. You're gonna be on such a wave. There's gonna be a point in time you're gonna sit back and be like, man, if I would have been this way, if I would have been positive since this age, if I would have been confident since insecurities were always supposed to come to an end. It was also the power of other people's words, thoughts, and feelings and emotions. That was always supposed to come to an end, boy. And I'm speaking it over you now so that it does, and it's gonna come to you sooner. And it's like, shit, I'm done with all of this. I'm done. I'm only staying on this. I'm staying on this right here. And you're gonna start to encounter, and you're gonna start to hear this here, and other people like, why are you thinking like that? Why are you feeling this way? And you're gonna look at people like that, and you ain't gonna speak it, it's gonna be in your head, but you're like, how can we get this back to love? How can we get this back to happiness? How can we spin this to be positive? How can we all, because you can. Any and every situation can be spent like that. And the universe is just watching you. What if God is just watching you? Don't you think God is supposed to be around the happy people? The people who are enjoying his creations, the people who are enjoying their time here. Hey, they're happy. Yeah, their bills ain't paid. They outside, it's that boom, boom, boom. But they're happy. They're just enjoying nature and my earth and my creations. I want to be around these people. Let me just keep showering some blessings on right here. Yeah, let's put some blessings over here. Because they happy all the time. Come shake some. Just like that, no matter what. Stand right there. Otherwise, What do they say? What do they say? Misery loves company. Misery loves company. Do you really want to be in a pity party? Do you want to partake in a pity party? I'm not saying that it's not going to come up and creep up. I'm just saying that you got to work with it and you got to transmute it. You got to turn it into a positive. And when you think that you can't, be like, well, why am I thinking that I can't? Let's think that I can. And how can I? And staying just like that. How can I turn this into the, you know what I'm saying? Always, every time. Every time. It's like, how can I change this? What can I do to make, you know what I'm saying, make my heart happy to boom, boom, boom? Yeah. It's something might bother you. Something might anger you. Something might make you upset. Something might make you sad. And it's like, okay, how can I turn this pain into pleasure? How can I do that? And when you get to a point where they can't phase you, oh my goodness. When you turn this whole thing into a Disneyland, they're gonna look at you like you crazy. They're gonna look at you like you delusional. Like, how are they always happy? It's impossible. But yet somehow they're looking at you like you showing them that it's possible to always be happy, no matter what. It's like, you got me, you almost got me there, but I'm back on happiness because I know that I can't get my time back. That time spent being angry, mad, I gotta stay happy. I gotta get back to happiness. Somehow, some way. You know what I do? If I'm having a really, and this and the thing is really going down, you know what I'll do? I'll go to Walmart and steal some gummy worms. I'll be happy as shit. At the end of the night, at the end of the day, if the day was going boom, 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 and it was, I'm like, you know what? Let me go to Walmart and steal some gummy worms. I've had to do that like 2 or 3 times this past week. But I was eating them gummy worms, happy as shit. Like, I got some gummy worms. I got some gummy bears. And back to happiness. Whatever you got to do to get back to happiness, do it. That lady gave me a doc. I don't even really drink soda and stuff for real. But that one, she said, this and third, and she gave me that doctor. Cindy, Mama Cindy, the first time, because of what made me watch her. Yesterday, she had given me burgers and fries and the third. Didn't even ask what it. The day before that, I think I had asked her if she take Cash App or something. I was like, can you take Cash App? I was like, you take Cash App? She's like, I can. I said, well, yeah, can I Cash App you for Dr. Pepper? She was like, don't even worry about it, and just gave it to me. And I was happy as shit. I drank that Dr. Pepper and just walking around the park like, yeah, man. Because that was the day, because as I'm on this spiritual ascension, your body starts to experience certain symptoms. And so, like, that day was, oh my goodness. I tried to do my reading. It was the 4-week anniversary. It was Tuesday. Tuesday was our 4-week anniversary. And I'm saying 4-week anniversary for doing this and embodying this lifestyle. I couldn't stop sneezing. My nose just kept running, sneezing. I had a headache, and because I don't take Tylenol and Advil. I don't believe in drugs and stuff like that. And so it's like, because Tylenol and Advil, they stop your body's natural process of creating, because your body has natural inhibitors to overcome pain or a headache or anything. Like if you encounter a pain, or a burn or anything, your body is going to react and it's going to send energy and frequency there. It just may not be as quick as you want it to, which is why people use Advil, Tylenol, and certain drugs to get over stuff. But your body's going to heal itself up. That's what it's supposed to do. It's a self-correcting system. And so I'm like, the whole day, headache, sneezing. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it ain't springtime, ain't no pollen until the third. And it's just like, it's random. I'm like, but I was watching another channel, another reader, and she was like, yo, these are like spiritual symptoms. Like, she's like, cause if y'all going through, I'm going through it too. Like, these are spiritual ascension symptoms. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's what's going on? And that day, I couldn't get the readings done. And I ended up, it was crazy because I did my 4-week, because every week I do like these were the highlights of the week. I had just did my 4-week one, deleted that, cause I could barely get through that, I could barely talk. Tried to do the reading. I did 2 readings actually. I did one on StreamYard, and it was somebody trying to troll me up there, and I wasn't feeling it, and so I was like, did that one. Then I came back on YouTube, did another one, and I just couldn't push to that one. Boy, I had deleted all 3 of them readings. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'ma just sit my behind down. Spirit was like, you just need to sit, relax. And what kept pressing me that day? Read a book. And it kept, I'm like, why do I don't want to read a book. I'm gonna read a book for it. How am I gonna read a book? I got Bailee with me, this and that, boom. I was like, man, forget it. I ended up reading a book. And then when I read the book, it was talking about lobsters and birds and stuff. And it talked about, I said a red butterfly, thank you, for sure. It was talking about different stuff, but it talked about the yin and yang symbol, how it can usually be masculine and feminine or female and male, but the real Taoist or Daoist, however you want to say it, but it's really like, it's like 2 snakes. It's about chaos and order. And I was able to, the very next day, when I did my reading the next day, the Anima and Animus card came out, which is the card of yin and yang energy, mixing logic and intuition. And I'm like, and I was able to add this information, this knowledge that I had just read in the book, and I was able to incorporate that into the reading. And I was like, man, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I was able to pick up some more knowledge and some information, and I was able to use it and apply it the very next day. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, when you got those intuitions, like, go read a book, just go do this, just try it. Just follow it. Just follow the happiness. Follow it and just see where it takes you. Seeing where it takes you, how it goes. And because you never know. Because like a lot of times, I had that fish in my tank, not my tank. I had that fish in my back of my car since last week. That was only the second fish I ever caught, and it's just sitting there. And it wasn't until yesterday I decided to take it out and put it on the shirt to see how it was gonna come out. But I could have been did that. And just because I'm sitting here showing you, I just want to, because what I need to do is I made my own tarot card. Which is one of the reasons that I like this deck, because it gave you the space. It gave you 2 tarot cards, 2 blank ones where you can make your own deck, your own card. And so the first fish that I caught, I used it to make the card. And I had it in the deck, and I need to go ahead and put it back. I just need to get some more tape. So I think it's the first time somebody's gonna see it. So this year, you're gonna be the first person to see my tarot card, all right? So you can kind of tell. So if you look at the rest of the cards, so here's the other blank card, and so you can kind of already tell if you look at the edges. I burnt all the edges, and then here it goes. So here it goes. This is my first card. This is my first tarot card that I made. The Polaroid picture here is where I caught, this is the first fish I caught. I caught it August 27th. And then there was this guy, he had blessed us, he had gave me, you know what I'm saying, some money so I can get some worms to come back out to go fishing. He's like, yo, go to Walmart, get these worms so I come back and fishing. I'll get to, I'm gonna explain the whole thing to you. So, I used I used part of the money to go get worms, but then I also used, I was so happy that I caught a fish. Okay, so yes, why? I have a podcast, like a talk show that I'm working on, and it's on YouTube as well. So if you ever get a chance, I would really appreciate it. If you ever get a chance at some point, if you go onto the page and you go to the podcast, you see it's called Cigar Talk, and that's how I kind of like really want to run my podcast talk show. And so I had went and took the money he gave me, got the worms and whatnot, caught that fish, and I was so excited. I bought a cigar, and then so I got the cigar, I smoked it, and this is the cigar band around it. And then I took some paint, and because within this book, it has like these questions, and it's really like, because it's things that you don't think about necessarily, some people don't think about, but it's like if you really embody this mindset, it is that here are some practical instructions for building your own internal country, your own internal world. How big or small is your country? What's your country's geography and terrain like? What kind of climate does it have? Does it vary in different parts? How big a population inhabits your country? What's the makeup? What's the currency? What are there in the ways of animals on land, underwater, and in the sky? Can the animals speak? Do some of them have qualities or peculiarities? How does your country run politically? What beliefs are held by the people and possibly by the animals? What does the night sky look like? Historically, how did your country come to be? What else can you say about your country that will make it tangible? What's the name of your country? It's like these are questions to sit here and think about your own country. And thinking about that, like, well, because it's about a fish. I had the fish up here, but I was like, what if I don't want my water to be blue? What if I want pink water? So that's why I painted the background pink and like pinkish and whitish. I took the fish, and because this is like plastic almost, it really wasn't outlining. So I dipped it in black and I put it up here, and you really couldn't tell it was the fish all the way. So then I just outlined the fish so you could tell that it was a fish. And then I took the fish tail and I taped it to the card. I took the fish, this is the actual fish tail I took to the card. And then I named it Patashka. And so it's a mix. So for some reason, just my intuition, right? When I caught the fish, I was like, I'm gonna name it Oscar. And because I was a fish and thinking about fishermen, I thought about the disciples in the Bible. Which disciple in the Bible was a fisherman? It was Peter. Now, the Egyptians have a god called Peter. But in Egyptian, it's P-T-A-H. And so now I tried to put them all together. Peter, Pita, and then Oscar. Patashka. So this is my card. It's called Patashka. But that's because I was also thinking about, like, in this book, my favorite card in this book is called Duende. And that's a card of your soul being expressed in itself in its deepest, darkest way. But it's with the cigars, yo. With the cigars, I even burnt myself doing my art. I've been on this wave of following my intuition. But one of my things with the art, though, is because I was inspired by Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne, you know that Lil Wayne is coming onto a song because Lil Wayne, you hit a lighter flick before Lil Wayne comes onto the song. And so what I was doing with my art was I was either lighting a cigar either before or after I did my art. And so this time I'm on this wave of challenging myself to be a better artist. And so this day I took some plastic, I covered my arm up. I didn't want people to see it. I tried to protect myself. I took the shirt to cover the plastic up so somebody could see, and I wrapped a bandana around it. And then I lit the bandana on fire. Now, the goal was to light my cigar with the fire and then put it out. My behind forgot to cut the cigar. So the cigar has two ends. One end is, where's my pen at? So if this is a cigar, one end is round and one end is flat. What you're supposed to do is cut off this end and then light it so you can smoke it. I never cut it, so my arm is lit, and I'm sitting here trying to like smoke it, and it's not. I'm like, why is it not smoking? Why is it not pulling? But I also had my camera going, and it was doing a time lapse, and it was like, oh shoot. I was like, the camera's going. Because I was trying to paint my car door, and so I feel the heat, but I'm thinking it's just the plastic, and then I'm still trying to, and the cigar is lit, and so I'm really puzzled, and then after a while, I look down, I see the white meat on my arm, and I'm like, oh snap! I put it out, and that's how I went. That's another reason I got onto this whole wave, because I then didn't do nothing about it. Remember, I don't take no drugs. I didn't put nothing on it. I was like, my body will heal itself up. Mind you, that happened in June, so it's been over a month. Yeah, it's been over 2 months, July, August, September. Damn, it's almost been 3 months since this happened, and this is how it looks. And so, but with the cigars and stuff like that, I just had the lighter and so I was in a creative space. There was one day, I'm not sure if I even did a reading this day. It was a day I was just, you know what I'm saying, just following my creative passions and pursuits. And I was like, I caught my fish, and this is how I want to use it to make my card. And I had took the Polaroid, and so I was in a creative space. And it's like when you're in a creative space and you just stay there and you just follow, and that's what I'm trying to tell everybody else. Like, you don't know how far it would take you, but you don't know how far it'll take you unless you're listening to your heart. And so I was just listening to my heart. I was like, well, I'm talking about fish. What do I want the background color to be? I don't want blue water. I want pink water. That shit's lit to me. So I'm putting the pink up there. And then it's like, what inspired me to do this part here, put the cigar band in the picture, was I did it in my book. And so anything I'm telling people to do, when I'm telling people to journal every day, I'm not telling you to do nothing I don't do. I literally sit here and journal all day, every day. And you know what I'm saying? My hat, like, the things that went great and the things that went well, I'm like, oh my goodness. Blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. So what inspired me to even do that part, even on some keeping track of certain cigars and keeping those tidbits. But where's the real one at? Where's the one with the... Oh, matter of fact, it's the day we moved out. The day I left my apartment. I thought this was cool as shit when I put this in my book. That shit look fly as fuck to me. It's the Polaroid of, hopefully you can see it. It's me and Bailee standing outside my car with everything. When I abandoned my apartment, if it couldn't fit in the Jeep, it didn't come with me. I lost my guitar. I lost my bed, TVs, if the shit couldn't fit in the Jeep, it wasn't coming with me. So you see, the shit is packed all the way up. It's me and Bailee, and daggone, that was a cigar I smoked that day. And I thought this looks super cool to me. Like on some WWE wrestler, like with the title and the belt. The cigar band was lit as fuck. And so, so I used to watch wrestling coming up and stuff like that. That joint is so cool to me. And so, and like when I go with the cigars, I only go for the cigars that actually, like, I don't care about this. Well, there's certain that I look at this and third later on, but what's going to attract me to the cigar, I'm not even going to pick it up or touch it if I don't like the cigar band. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. The cigar band has to be attractive to me. Now, this one right here, that My Father John, that was attractive to me. And that cigar is freaking lit. That cigar is freaking lit. But while I was making that card, stuff just kept coming to me. It was like, try this, do this. And even on some, I was like, man, do I need to go and get, I had grabbed the pink paint, and I was like, do I need to go get this paint too? Do I need to go do this too? Man, let me just go do it. And it's just like, because something's telling me to just do it, and I just keep following my passions and inspirations. And I don't know, there was this one thing I had in my mind before of, how do I say it? Like, as far as like the burning the edges. So I really do think that it's so cool for that burnt look. Get you a journal. Get you a journal. and on some. I got just because I got to. I published the journal. That hat right there is the same hat that I got on right here. This my staple. It's like building up those things as well, like of really who you are, and like people know you for boom, 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 and this and the third. Is like, yo, this my staple hat on some, and like I told you the other day. I think you said the other day when I told you, what did I do? This one right here. That's it there. That says, "I want my dragon." But it's still for things that I like. Clearly, I like Pokemon. Clearly. It's what I like. You know what I'm saying? It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I just think something's funny, or then I'm putting it up there. But the reason I put this one up, this one right here, the one that says, "I want my dragon." Why did I get that? Because, yeah, you know I'm taking questions. You know that. You know for a fact. So the reason I got it for free. 5-finger discount. I stole the shit. I went in the Hot Topic. The shit was right beside the register too. I was in the, it said, "I want my dragon." It made me think of my pet snake, Nagini. And so I was like, this reminds me of Nagini. I want it. So I grabbed the junk and I just walked right out the store. And I was so excited and I was so happy. But it's like something put it on my mind to go do it, and I did it. And I just had to accept that that's a part of me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in this survival mode, and it's like I'm just following my heart and my creative passions. But it's like anytime I do something though, that be like low-key sketchiness on the third, I'll always see an angel number right behind me. I'm like, fuck. I'm alright, I'm good. I'll go into Walmart and steal some gummy worms. I'll walk out and see 777. I'm like, bitch, I'm on the right. I was like, man, just keep going. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, bro. That's how it be. That's how it be. And that's why I'm able to just stay in this happy space, because I'm always following my happiness. Yeah, Yara, let me know. Just comment sent, I confirm, and then we'll jump it back in. I got my cards in, I'll pull them out for you. And I think you kind of know. You know how things run up. You know how things go. Just to thank you for recognizing my creativity and my organization. So yeah. And so you want a sneak peek? You want a sneak peek into the book? Because this book is getting filled up with, like, I'm scrapping it up. The shorty who got me my hampers, that's here. You know what I'm saying? The receipts from there, I keep that in there. I'm getting people to sign the book every day. And I'm telling you, I'm not gonna tell you to do nothing I wouldn't do. So here's a page in the book. Because I'm an artist, it has to have certain pictures in it. And so it's about your soul being here and projecting out into the world and just wanting to see happiness and manifestations and seeing perfection. And so it's like scripting that. What is your perfection? What is your manifestation? And so, let me check real quick. Yeah, so some of my manifestations, right? And this happened at a time where my dogs were taken from me, and I had just came out of the hospital, and I'm like, yo, I don't got no. And it was like, and technically it's like a traumatic time for me, in a sense of like going, because like if you got dogs, like coming home to dogs, like you always being greeted and it's like the boom, boom, like, so coming home to an empty house with no pets was very, like, it was like, I didn't want to go into the house because like, there's no reason for me to go in the house. Nobody's waiting for me, nobody's there. Yeah, I might as well just stay outside. So what did I start writing? I was in the woods and I just started writing about my manifestations, things that I want, things going from there. And I was like, myself, I said, K-Rel Hell is a billionaire. K-Rel lives in a glass ranch house. My abundance isn't I want a glass ranch house. I want a house, four walls of glass. I want to live in something like that. It's in the middle of the woods type of thing. K-Rel has a white Doberman as a guard dog. They took my last dog. I said, you won't take my Doberman. My Doberman might bite you. I said I'm gonna get a white Doberman and name him Broly, and he's only gonna listen to me. I ain't even gonna socialize him, type of thing. Broly eats 3 times a day, and yeah, I think I was going along with that. I said Carell is a world-renowned artist. He travels the world teaching people about history and culture. He documents his travels through poetry, vlogs, art, and fashion. He's a designer. He's a freestyle performer. He has a white motorcycle street bike. Yeah. Carell's the greatest artist to ever live. And it's like, talk about yourself in such a way. Manifest in that way. But that's what my book is there for. So if you want to tap into journaling, this is an investment to make within yourself. Because you're going to get to know about me as well as you're sitting there reading it. Because it's quotes and then my response to the quotes. Yara, what's up with you for today? You popped in early and then you vanished. Now you back. What's up? Hey, Jess, I just want to say thank you because you've been tuned in for a long time. Yeah. You've been tuned in for a long time. So thank y'all for your questions. Thank you for your, as always, for your continued love and support, time, energy, and attention. Because there's a ton of things that you could be doing, but you're spending it here with me. So I always do appreciate you for that. I always do appreciate you for that. Baby girl napping. Baby girl napping. I'm checking your journal details. Thank you, yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Matter of fact, even today, I woke up today and I was so happy again because I just randomly went to go check it, right? And I got another review. So far, another 5-star review. And it's from one of my bros, and I said I had talked to him like a month or 2 ago, but it just not popped up. I'm like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? To see what he says, and he crazy. I encourage any and everybody to go get the jump. Hello, hello. What breed is that?
This is King Charles Spaniel.
King Charles Spaniel. Is it a boy or girl?
He's a boy.
It's a boy. How old?
He's 5.
5? Oh, nice. Baby girl. Yeah, she done got all this.
What's yours?
This is Bailee.
Bailee.
Yeah.
What's your name? Is it Charlie?
Huh?
He's Charlie.
Oh, Bailee and Charlie. I don't know why she's acting like this though. But he's cute. He is super cute. I gotta show. I'm on YouTube. Can I show on the YouTube? Can I show Charlie?
Maybe he's. Let them smell each other.
Okay. No, I'm talking about you. I'm on YouTube. Can I show you?
You want to take his picture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Charlie. He's a cutie. He's 5 years old. Charlie. Bailee, hush.
What breed is Bailee? Is mixed, right?
Yeah, she got. So what you see is the yellow Labrador.
Right. You can't see yellow lab on him.
But
It's him or her?
Her. Yeah, but then Bailee. When I did her DNA test, like hound came out, and then a mix of a whole bunch of other stuff. So.
Well, you can't see Labrador for sure.
Yeah, that's the part that shows.
And then his face is a little longer.
And that's what people trying to understand. Like, where's that part coming from?
Probably from the hounds. Hounds usually they have this. Yeah, Bailee. How old is Bailee?
Bailee's 3.
She's a lovely girl.
Mm-hmm. Say thank you, Bailee. Say thank you, Mama.
Charlie is pretty shy, but he has great personality.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell.
He is. I got him because my children growing up, they always had hyper dogs. He's very low key. It's for me. I'm old, so I need something.
You're young, but his personality matches more so with you. Huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Where are you from?
I'm from former Soviet Union. Azerbaijan. Have you heard Azerbaijan?
No.
Google.
But I know Soviet Union. I know Soviet Union.
Yeah.
But you don't call it that.
My legs. I'm from Azerbaijan. If you Google Baku, just Google Baku.
How you spell that?
It's
Why did you leave that beautiful country and come here?
Because when I left, it was war.
Oh.
All suddenly people started because Soviet Union collapsed.
Now, why do you call it Soviet Union, not Russia?
Because Soviet Union was a combination of all 15 countries, including mine: Azerbaijan, Russia, Georgia, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, Belarus, and then those Baltic countries, 15 countries, like United States.
I'm learning from you. I'm really learning from you.
United States, how many states in the United States? 50. So in Soviet Union, there were 15 countries.
Okay, hold on. Can I write? I want to write this down. I'm big on like learning and just journaling, and I think this is so cool.
So they were within Russian Empire for many, many centuries. But then when revolution happened, they decided to be in the so-called independent republics within Soviet Union. But then when Soviet Union collapsed, so they became independent countries, but still they have ties with Russia because they were always part of Russia.
Okay, so is Russia and Soviet Union the same thing?
No. Russia is the biggest country in the world. 1/6 part of Russia of the world is Russia.
Wow.
And Soviet Union is a combination of 15 countries.
Okay, Russia is the biggest country in the world.
And it's one country now, just one country.
But Soviet Union is a collection of all 15.
Was.
Okay, Soviet Union was 15 countries, and Russia was one of those countries.
Yes.
Got you. And you are from one of those countries.
Yes, which is independent now.
Now it's and that is Baku.
Baku? No, it's Azerbaijan, and Baku is the capital.
Oh, Azerbaijan. I googled it, so I'll make sure I go back and down it.
Yeah. Look at the pictures. I would never leave my cousin last year for the first time to go and see, and he was like,
blessings to you, Jessica.
He was like, oh, God, it's not even 21st century, it's 22nd century.
Hold on. Hey, Jessica, thank you so much for your time, energy, and patience, and thank you for looking into the journal. Take up your scrubbed up bath, you know what I'm saying? Get your bubbles going. More peace, blessings, and prosperity to you. All right, continue. Now I'm on YouTube, so I got the YouTube going and stuff like that. So but I'm loving like this like an interview, and so I'm liking it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Q.
Q? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm Dina. I've been here 35 years.
Dina?
Yeah.
You've been in the country for 35 years. Oh, so what war was that you left during?
You know, you are too young. How old are you? 25, 26?
30.
Still very young.
Thank you, though.
You know, in human history, systems come and go. So when socialism came, they made these drastic changes based on Marxism and Leninism. And one of the doctrines was that religion is bad for human race, for mankind, and no religion was allowed because the Soviet Union was a socialist country. Mm-hmm. There was no religion allowed. No religion, no Christianity, no Judaism, no Muslim, Islam, no Buddhism, nothing was allowed. all the churches, all religious places, they were turned into some of the museums. There were some great values.
They turned the churches into museums?
Yeah, some of them, yes. And some of them they just demolished, or they made the storage or whatever, you know.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so people for 70 years, but you cannot take faith from people, you know. When Soviet Union collapsed in 1985, people started, they thought that they had freedom. They started to think that they can practice their religion. And the country I am from is a Muslim country.
Oh, yeah?
But it's not like those extremists. They're very nice. Like Turks are very nice people.
Gotcha.
And all suddenly, and so 70% are Muslim, 30% are Christians. All suddenly they realize that they are different faiths. You know, these people, they didn't know about their religion for 70 years, and then when Soviet Union collapsed, they realized that they are different religions. You know,
yeah.
It was made artificially. Nothing in this world, the wars, they don't happen all suddenly. It gets, you know, somebody ignites it. So because I mean,
so it was a religious war. And
Christian and Muslims start to kill each other, the neighbors and friends, even within relatives, because it was intermarriages a lot.
And then that's when you left. You left during that time.
Because I saw with my own eyes how people got killed for nothing. So what if he's Christian? So what if he's Muslim? So if there's a God, there's only one God in this world. You can name it whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah, so it was very bad. In my city, it was horrible. And sadly, I don't know, they think, but the Armenians, the ones are Christians, they started all this. Very sad, it was very sad history, and it was lots of bloodshed, and I decided to leave, and it was so surprising that American embassy accepted me and my sister, maybe because we had good educations. They accepted us within 6 months and we left. So we're legal immigrants. Well, not illegal, we're legal. So.
No, I get that.
Anyway, but my parents didn't leave. They were
Who'd you come with?
I came with my younger sister.
Okay. Where is she at now?
She passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
My condolences.
Thank you. Anyway, but when my mom passed away in 2000, I went to visit and I saw that the changes are coming and everything has changed. There was no war and the country was starting to build itself. So that was the last time I left before last year. And then last year, I just thought that I had to go and visit my parents' graves, and I took my husband with me. I couldn't believe what they did. Oh my God, whatever you see now, it's for the last 20 years they did. So.
Cause like the arching structures and buildings and stuff like that.
That's brand new. So that's what they start to do with their independence. So. Yeah, it's a very beautiful country. I thought, oh my God, I want to come back.
So do you plan on making some more visits soon?
I'm old. It was very hard trip, harder than before.
Why is that?
You have to fly 14 hours.
14 hours? And no layover?
You have to stop. I chose one stop. It was more expensive, but it's easier on you.
Your body.
Yeah.
Easier on your body and things like that. She cool.
Did you travel in other countries? You're born here, right?
Born here. I've been to Costa Rica, I've been to Dominican Republic, I've been to Canada, I've been to Mexico. Yeah.
No Europe. No, Europe.
No, I want to go. I desire. I really desire to go to Europe. I really want to see the architecture, the culture, because
History.
Yes. That's what I crave the most, because it's like you see, like visiting certain places. I'll let him loose. Visiting certain places, you see how, like the culture is washed down or tainted, and I don't like that. And so I like the countries that still have their culture, that still preserve like who they are and their history. I like to just see it and experience it. I really like to see it and experience it. I say, hey, Bailee girl. She's a jumper.
Yeah, beautiful girl. I was trying to get Charlie water from the bathroom. Bathroom was there.
Oh,
was
it's
closed.
water right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. You have beautiful eyes. Oh my God.
Hey, thank you, Bailee.
Where did you get her? Did you rescue her?
I was a breeder in Tennessee.
It's okay, baby.
It was a breeder in Tennessee. And so I drove 4 hours, got her, and then I came back.
You must be so special.
Yeah, this is my first dog.
Your first dog? Mm-hmm. You moved out and then decided to get a dog?
It was COVID.
Oh.
When COVID, because like we had to stay home, and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted a dog, and now I got time to just sit, because like I was a teacher, and I couldn't
Teacher in school?
Mm-hmm.
School like elementary school?
No, high school.
High school.
In the high school and college.
Oh.
And so I taught math. And so, but being a teacher, I didn't know how things were gonna work out. But then when COVID hit, we had to stay home. So I was like, I'm home every day. And now I decided to get her. And so it was just me and her when it first started. And I was able to train her up and things like that.
She's beautiful.
And she is too cute for her own good.
Yeah. Did you fix her?
She just got spayed. Last month.
Last month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I fixed Charlie right away. I mean, and I have a neighbor, and he has this teeny tiny poodle, and it's a female. And he was, why did you fix Charlie? I would love to have puppies.
And so I let her have puppies one time.
You let?
Just one time. I had a poodle, and she's a Labrador, and I had the poodle, made some Labradoodles.
Labradoodles, okay.
And so did that one time.
Was it regular poodle?
Uh-huh. I can show you a picture.
Okay.
This was them. That was Benji.
Oh, Benji.
That was Benji and Baby.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Bailee girl, stay. You want to stay down? You're not jumping, all right?
Beautiful. Your eyes are so smart. Look how beautiful. Oh.
Bailee, get down.
No kisses. I even don't kiss Charlie. No kisses.
Come here, baby. So, yeah. So she had pups one time. So she's been a mom. She was an awesome mom, and so I was like, she don't need to do it no more. So she got spayed last month. You can see the.
Oh, I can see. Yes.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Charlie been fixed. I mean, I guess Poodle and the King Charles would have beautiful dogs, but...
Yeah, because of the hair. That curly hair pattern. That's what... People love that. People love that hair. You know what I'm saying? And especially if they don't shed. That's what... Because, some people who might be allergic to dogs, they go for poodles because they're not going to shed anything. And it's that hair versus fur. It was hot?
It was so hot.
We didn't even know. We've been here just, recording our YouTube videos and whatnot this whole time. So we've just been chilling under the shade. But we was at the dog park this morning though. So we was at the dog park. Did you go to the dog park?
Yeah, I take him to the dog park, but I like walking with him myself. So because, I'm old.
Get your joints and getting the blood flowing and things like that. That's good.
I didn't expect. I always thought that I'm gonna be healthy and just one day sleep and don't get up. But
you are healthy. You're bright and you're just moving right along and just and wandering and just going throughout your day.
I have
so that's
too
awesome.
many problems. My legs are killing me.
So I'm glad you up and you walking though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're making it work.
You have parents?
Yeah. My mom, and I don't know, the dad situation. I'm not sure about, but yeah, my mom she's in Virginia.
She's what?
In Virginia.
In Virginia. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
You miss her, right?
It's been some stories. It's been some stuff. I don't know what's been going on, but I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, they.
Wow.
Why'd you ask though?
Oh, you know, because you're so young.
Mhm.
Usually, young people they just move out and then miss their parents. So
They did things when I couldn't miss them,
I'm sorry.
and so it's like I'm actually like running away from
You
them.
run away.
I'm
Do
running.
you live somewhere or?
I'm literally running away from family.
I'm so
Like I
sorry.
changed my number, and I moved so they can't find me, and it's like I don't want to be found, type of thing.
Well, God bless you.
Thank you,
And
thank you,
help
thank you,
you.
thank you. Yeah, so I'm just on the path and I'm on the wave, and it's just like I'm also exploring my artist journey, and so just like finding and following my creative passions and pursuits and things that just make me happy.
God help you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I know. And this was our 4-week anniversary. This is day 30. You know what I'm saying, of us being free, and I feel so much more happier. I feel so much more lighter, and you know things like that. And it's like if I was still teaching, I would have never met you.
That's so sweet.
You see what I'm saying? If I was still teaching, I would have never met you. Actually, you want to sign my book?
Book? Your book?
Yeah, I published a book. You want-
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How much you sell it for? I don't have money on me, though.
No. It's my book. Well, it's like it's on Amazon, baby. But it's my copy of the book.
Okay.
And when I talk to certain people, I like to have them sign it. And you're somebody from the Soviet Union. You know what I'm saying? You're somebody from another country with a wealth of experience and knowledge. And so, if you can just sign it and put like either a quote or a saying or a message, you know what I'm saying, anything like
Come on
that,
now.
that'd be awesome.
You can sell the books. You know that?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, you're selling it on Amazon? Okay, so you're making money on it.
For him, when people tap in and tune in it, you know what I'm saying? And I just woke up today, I had another 5-star review. So I have all 5-star reviews so far, so everybody's liking it. And so it's just like, I'm on that path, I'm on that wave. Where's that? I just had it too. Oh, it's over here. So when I encounter people, I have them sign it, and you know what I'm saying? But I want you to pick a page. Pick a page. Any page.
July 16th, Sunday.
That was me.
Okay,
But,
so you want me to... Where you want me to put the note?
anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I met her the other day, and she has her own business. She wants to be a chef. So she wrote a little message here. I went to another cigar lounge, and me and this person had the same tattoo. So I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We take a picture. There was a cigar smoked that day. She sponsored an episode. This is my friend Bree. And so I was like, yo, this is awesome. And she got me 2 cigars. She wrote that message. She bought my book too. She bought my book. And so I wrote a message in her book, and she left a message in mine. And so, you okay, Charlie? And so,
He's thirsty. I have to give him.
mm-hmm. And so it's like, when I see people, you know what I'm saying?
Can I write here?
You can write anywhere. Whatever you want to write, whatever you want to say. But make sure you at least have your name in today's date.
Of course.
Maybe if there's like a saying from your country, that would be nice. I know like an Indian proverb, there's life and movement and death and stagnation. I heard that in high school, and that always stuck with me. I met a guy yesterday, he was on a grill, and he was like, your path is your only destination. He wrote that in the book. It's like, I like to hear stuff like that. That's what my book is about. It's a journal, slightly, for other people to journal. But on that side is things that I heard in conversation or other quotes, and then my response to it, and why it stuck with me and resonated with me. So I know you have, just because of the way that you're so able to freely talk, I know you got something.
How to say, my dad, You are so young, you probably don't even know what World War II is.
Come on, really?
Do you know? So my dad was in the war, so he left when it started in 1941, and he came back in 1944. So his children were born after he came back. He married, and they had children. Because he was very young when he left for the war, and when a person of age of 20 goes and see what war does to people, he becomes different. He becomes completely different. He looks at everything with different eyes, and you grow so fast. He was only 20 when he left, and when he came, he was 24. But those 4 years,
Change how you shape and how you live life.
he became like 9 years old wise man, you know, and he taught us that in this life the real values are not material values, it's human kindness. We're all the same. There's no difference. Doesn't matter. People make differences between each other, but there are no differences.
I get what you're saying.
And so you have to be kind to everyone because he or she is your reflection. We are the same. So that's in us. That's how our parents.
That's
And
beautiful.
I wish you the best in life.
Thank you so much.
And,
Peace and blessings to you.
To you too.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And you will do well. You're a smart guy. And I'm very sure that you will overcome all the difficulties and build your beautiful life.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's going to be okay.
Thank you so much. Thank
so
you so
welcome.
much.
You have a
Thank you so
beautiful
much.
smile. by
Thank
the
you,
way.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But you made me smile. You put a smile on my face. You walking past and just, you know what I'm saying, so much of your you taught me, you know what I'm saying, sharing so much of your country's history, and just how beautiful it is. Like I didn't know that Russia was that big, or that the Soviet Union had 15. It's composed of 15 different countries, and that they had the whole thing with the banning religion, and then the religious war
socialism. Socialism doesn't allow you. That's one of the main principles of Marxism. You know, the Marx who created.
I've heard of Karl Marx. Yes.
Yeah, he's the one who created theory of socialism and communism, which is in theory it's beautiful, but in practice it's disaster.
She said, in theory, it's beautiful. Hold
It's
on.
just the ideology which never would work with humans, you know.
Hold on. Oh, you said in theory it's beautiful, and practice. But what you said in
In
theory?
practice it's disaster.
Why? Hold on. Why is it a beautiful theory, but in practice it doesn't work?
Because what's the socialism? What's the communism? The principle of communism is that everyone is equal, everyone works equal, everyone takes equal. Never in human history it's going to happen because people, they are corrupt. They see that, it's, you know, well, I have to work, I'm getting paid the same, let somebody else work. That's what happens. And then when the person comes in power in socialism, the power is given to one person. The one person must be so wise and so smart that he will not become a dictator. But it doesn't happen. They become a dictator, and on top of that, they become corrupt. So, absolute power, which socialism gives to the leaders, is very corrupt. And it's shown over and over again by history that total power is very bad. And that's what happened in Soviet Union. It corrupts. Stalin, who was the
Joseph Stalin?
Joseph Stalin, he had absolute power. He killed 20 million of his own because he had absolute power. Nobody could do anything. Germans, Hitler, they were socialist Democrats. So, and their theories, their Nazism was very close to ideas of communism. They had one leader, which they considered as a god, Hitler, and he killed 100 million of Europeans within World War II for just, you know what was the reason? He thought that Germans are the how to say, highest level of human race. Nobody else except Germans deserve to live on this earth. So what they were planning to do, they were planning to kill Jews, Gypsies, Blacks, Arabs, step by step, and create in the world only one nation would be living. It would be Germans, and everybody else will be serving them if they keep them alive. That was the idea. Anyway, socialism and Nazism are very close by the ideology, unfortunately.
Now, how could you stop somebody from becoming lazy though?
How you can stop?
Because you say like, well, if I'm going to get paid the same much as this person, I'm just not going to work, and it's not. I'm just.
See, it's human. It's human. It's human. If a person is not raised properly, he doesn't have moral values, moral ethical values. It's normal. If he says that, oh, why have to work? I'm being paid the same way. Why have to work? I'm going to get money anyway. So what's the point of working?
So, and you think that that's what spreads?
Yeah, in socialism, yes.
That laziness.
Laziness and then corruption.
Why did Stalin kill 10,
20 million? Because he could. They did something which he didn't like, and they disappeared.
Hey, Charlie.
Well, I have to go. It's so nice talking to you. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
And bye, Bailee. You're a beautiful girl. Stay safe.
You have just imparted so much wisdom and knowledge onto me, and I really do appreciate you.
That's fine.
No, you're wise. And so thank you for sharing that with me.
Oh my God. I wish you the best.
You want me to get them back?
I'm going to go get some water.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, just bless. Just bless. Spending yourself. All right. I hope y'all was able to hear her. She was very soft spoken. But she dropped she taught me. She taught me some stuff. Gave me some stuff to even look at, you know what I'm saying, to research and delve into. And some ideas there. No, water right there. You sure? It's a water fountain. You press the button. All right. Whew. Good show, good episode. This may be, once I get out, this may be the longest. What I've been noticing, the streams have been getting longer, the lives and the sessions have been getting just like that. She tapped in and tuned in, so on the spot, live interview. You saw it happen here. You saw it live. All right, so this has been another episode of Tangential Thoughts. I'm your host, Q, the Energy Sage. As always, Tangential Thoughts is a guided journal that you can purchase on Amazon, and I'll be I'll probably be up here later tonight for the dream manifestation reading, seeing what frequency, what energy should we be embodying as we move into our dream state, as we move into the nighttime and to the nighttime. Because when you sleep, your subconscious still works. It's still working ever so presently to bring forth your manifestations, your abundance, and the energies that you are aligning with and being attracted to. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful. Have a super expedialidocious. Have an extremely superb day.